So what's everyone doing on their long rest?
Sleeping.
Well, I'm using my infusion as well as resting. I'm using my infusions to make one pistol a repeating +1 and the other one a +1.
Okay.
I'm probably going to switch out a couple of spells.
While you guys are taking your long rests, just to talk shop pretty quick, each of you receives your pass to the city from the High Wizard.
Do you want us to just add a custom item?
Yeah, and he just stops by, drops these off to each of you, one to Roan as well, and then reminds you that you need to get them stamped by the city guard. And then the rest of the long rest is yours. Go ahead and add a custom item.
Boom. I just named it City Pass.
Yeah.
I would like to make a prayer to my deity, please.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to ask the High Wizard where exactly we should be getting these stamped.
The guard shack up by the main gate should be good.
Understood. Thank you.
You know, convenience for the
Of
way
course.
in, way out, whatever.
I would like to...
It was worth exactly 100 gold, Alex.
What?
Nothing. I'll
It was
message you. Yep.
Worth 800?
I'll message you. You guys do your thing.
I would like to pray to my deity to ask for the vision of blueprints for a holy hand grenade charged in the essence and nature of my deity.
Fuck. Yeah, we don't have that anymore, Paul.
Okay. I will let you make either a religion or a performance check.
Okay. I'll do performance. $21.
Okay. While you're resting afterward, you receive a vision of the, quote, holy hand grenade. And not so much blueprints, but pieces on a table.
I would like to commit it to memory, wake up, and start sketching it.
Make me a history check to remember everything.
Okay.
And as you wake up and start sketching, this is a handful of hours into your long rest. You hear the rest of you all hear the rest of the tavern just light up with noise and sound and basically songs and cheers of the dwarves as they come in from work, and the next shift goes out, just overjoyed that their forge is back into 24-hour, theoretically 24-hour, because we don't know how many hours in a day there are in this world. operation. History check.
It was 15.
Okay. You got most of them. Some of them are a little bit. You took your best guess, but mostly got it.
Okay. I need help remembering. Hoops was asking for the holy hand grenade.
I'm the one that can make one, potentially.
Okay. I run to your character with like absolute vigor and excitement. And as I approach, I go, I did it.
What did you do?
I did a thing. A thingy thing.
I'm gonna need you to explain further.
I need your assistance in building something for me, please.
What are we building?
A holy hand grenade.
Wait, I'm gonna need you to run that by me again. What?
Say that again?
I'm gonna need you to run that by me again. What?
A holy hand grenade. Imbued with the essence of my deity.
Hey, Aranor. Real quick. Does your character believe in a deity? Any of them?
Doesn't follow any of them.
Okay. All right.
We're in the world of D&D. It's kind of hard to refute any of them existing.
I can. My character most definitely does. He doesn't think they're actually gods. They think he's extra part beings.
Aranor knows they're strong. Aranor just kind of like, honestly, I don't get paid enough for this shit to care either way.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of atheism.
I don't care if they are or if they're not.
Welcome to the world of anarchism. That word.
Agnostics?
Yeah.
Aranor's not like anti them, but Aranor's not also like. Oh no, that's definitely a god.
Just wanted to check, considering the entire conversation is about a holy hand grenade.
So, what the fuck was your name again? We just met yesterday, and I have not had much time to actually talk to you. What was your name again?
Joda.
Joda. What makes this hand grenade a holy?
Well, here's the thing. I had prayed to my deity in asking for understanding of how to accomplish such a task. And in my dreams, I was visited and given images. And I've copied majority of the images down.
Let me see them. I don't know what I can do yet, as honestly, I'm fresh to being an artificer, but let's see what I can figure out about them at least.
I hand over the drawings.
Can I make heads or tails of this?
Roll.
Okay.
Kyle?
Excuse me?
Can I make heads or tails of what he handed me?
You can generally grasp what most of the components are supposed to at least look like. You don't know what all of them are supposed to be made from. And there are a handful of components that you just like,
Oh shit.
I have no idea what these are.
I don't think she has also.
But you get
Okay.
the majority of it.
Yeah.
So we're
Kyle.
gonna have to improvise a little bit here. I kind of know what these are. I don't know what these bits are, so that's where the improvisation comes in, and I don't know what this is made of.
We
Kyle,
can figure
should
that
I-
as it comes along.
Do the thing with my undead guy.
He wants to bring his skeleton back.
No, he wants
Should I-
to. make sure his skeleton doesn't turn away.
Yeah.
Your skeleton is still good for now, but you're coming up on 18 hours with it.
Fine, I'll do
So
it
you
now.
still
I
got
do
6
it.
hours till you gotta cast it.
I do it now. But I don't have to
Okay.
remember in the future.
All right, mark it down.
Yeah.
So, Joda.
Thank you, Master.
Joda, you're gonna
Yes?
give me these materials in these quantities, and we'll see what we can do.
What materials?
Hey, Kyle. What? Well, I don't know the materials. We're gonna try.
Sweet lady. Right
It needs to be a somewhat brittle. Can't be steel. It's got to be.
Can't eat dick.
I think I could do it with iron. I'm gonna need. Just for trial purposes, I'm gonna want 10 ingots of iron.
Man, I'm just trying to do shit out here. Just around town, like,
You see these little pin-looking things? I'm gonna need those made of steel.
I start writing everything down.
I need the explosive charge in the center, so it bursts.
right now.
And now here's the one thing I can't supply, and I don't know how you're gonna get it.
What, saltpeter?
You said this is holy. I can't make this holy.
That I can do.
There's also a small component that's supposed to go into the blasting charge that you don't know what it is.
And then there's this thing that is supposed to set off the gunpowder in the center. That I don't know what it is. It has to be something that starts fire. Maybe flint, some sort of striker, maybe a match. I don't know. Give me something that you might think could start a fire in a confined space like that.
Crushed up match heads.
I could see that working, but it's a little more solid because it gets when I pull the pin here, it drops it into it, creating ignition that then bursts it open.
Okay. Here's the issue, though. Match heads can be used in an explosive manner if it's put within a capsule, and all we're needing is a minor explosion on the interior to then cause everything else that is surrounding it, since it's essentially the primer. All you need is for it to have enough explosion to reach the gunpowder and set the gunpowder off. Everything else should explode as though it was a regular grenade.
As I said, if you want to get me the materials, I'll try. I make no guarantees.
Okay. Okay.
What does your deity do again? What specific holy aspect would they be applying to it?
Well, mine is the poison. The deity of like poisons and apothecaries.
Excuse me, what kind of paladin are you again?
A good one.
What?
What kind of paladin are you again?
No, I killed her. Yeah, underpowered, but.
One that can help you?
Okay, I've never heard of a paladin with a deity of poison.
Go here. Here.
Normally they're a little
Also,
more righteous.
serpents are wrapped into that.
What?
Serpents are wrapped into that.
Correct.
All the paladins I've met, not many of my own, mind you, but they were all self-righteous bastards. They also all had really holy-sounding deities. And then you come in here with poison?
My man.
A deity is not just a mere belief system within that of humanity. A deity is a creation of something that has become a necessity within life.
Will you become a snake man?
I'm just saying, This is a very different paladin from what I've grown to expect.
Will you get poison
So
blood?
we're basically making a poison bomb.
Yeah.
A chlorine
Okay, I'm
bomb!
down.
Not that shit.
Oh, we can murder an entire... kill everything in the city.
Give me the materials and I'll build it. We'll see what happens.
Let's do it. Also,
give
if we're doing a
me
poison
some
bomb,
necessary PPE.
Hold on. If it's a poison bomb, right? It does not need to be made out of metal. A skin cloth would work equally as well.
It looked more ornate than skin, though, in these drawings.
I understand, but if we were to use it as a concept,
Do you think your DC will do it if it's not as ornate?
I'm not saying we imbue it with the deity's essence yet. But I feel like before we move on to doing the actual thing, we should have a concept. So that way we understand a little bit more of what we're doing. And if we were to use something similar to that of a water skin, it should be similar to the release of said gases and or poisons.
Let's try it. You
Should
get the
I explain
materials, I will
aerosol?
work on learning stuff.
Am I even here to listen to this, or am I still sleeping in some room somewhere?
This
What would you
was...
like to be doing?
I had literally... I'm going to
Trust me.
say I had literally just been ambushed as I'm walking out of my room.
Yes.
Then I'm probably not able to hear this, so I'm not going to help you guys. Unless someone asks
Well,
me.
and as I ambush, I went from going like, "Oh yeah, this is the person I need to talk to talking very quietly. Like, okay, now that everything's been like seen as okay, I need to really talk to you about this."
Cool beans. Good luck gassing an entire city.
The only condition is I get to throw the first one.
Deal.
All right.
This reminds me of Fallout New Vegas. We were talking to a serial killer how to make a chlorine bomb.
Let's get building.
Let's see.
You could probably buy what you need from dwarves here in town, honestly, before we take off.
That is also true.
For both testing and the actual. We will not be building the actual till we are out of town, because we are not killing these people.
I would like to go and see if there are any almost like lamp covers that are glass and metal wrapped around it. DM.
Yep. Okay, I'll let you go on your shopping spree. I'll just give you an amount that you'll have to spend in a bit while I think it up.
Okay.
I'm just going to check in with other people, see what they want to be doing during this long
That
rest.
works.
So
I'm reading.
is this all based off of the so I have an 8-hour sleep cycle where Aranor has a 4 meditation. But like if he's going shopping, is that going to be like after the 8-hour window of the rest?
Yes.
They get the full effects, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then there's
and
a
you and
book-
I typically share a room, so you kind of overheard something as I shouldn't
Yeah.
have heard. You heard a commotion, but that's on you.
Yeah, I basically heard it and went, well, I want none of that. And then started reading the book, the Eldritch one in my inventory, the book on Eldritch Horrors. And I'm going to start skimming through that.
All right. You learn a bit more about the patrons for most warlocks.
Alright.
Scully, I'm sorry, I don't remember most of what the books I gave you are.
Me neither. Like literally, I think he just told me I had like 6 books, and so I just have them.
Okay.
So that's what I'm just doing. I'm just reading every single.
Roll me a d20 just for luck.
Oh, sure, why not?
The
11.
Trey, did you do it?
Okay.
Fucking
All right.
He wants us to do.
Uh, Roan makes a full recovery, by the way.
Trey wants us to
Oh,
Yeah.
thank fuck.
Yay!
Thank goodness.
Nothing really went wrong with that.
Zuri's top.
Did his horns get damaged?
Or anything you want to do during the long rest?
How does the heat affect his horns? We'll call them. Well,
What?
yeah, don't you need horns can dry out and actually start cracking? So would they be super dry? Would he need to actually oil them?
But his deity gives him resistance to fire damage and thus
Oh.
heat.
Cool
So
beans.
even his horns are imbued with that.
Sounds cool to me.
If there's nothing, Herodar, that you'd like to do in particular during the long rest,
Not really.
we can go ahead and wrap that up and let Murray start on his shopping trip, and Roan is going to step out of his room and like look down at a list in his hands with a pack on his back, and put a pair of spectacles on.
Oh, hey, Rowan, how's it going?
Oh, you know, still got a cough from that nasty bite earlier.
Get it, Bill.
So did yesterday help even more now with that getting your last name stuff?
It did, but I will have to stick around the city a little while longer before I am able to complete that. You see, I set myself a very specific goal, a very high standard. There we go, a very high standard for earning my name.
So what do you need to do for it left?
Speaking of what you need to do to earn your name, don't forget to get your stamp, because that'll help you be able to stay in town. As I go to the
Thank
front.
you. He pats a pocket. Pippin, you specifically would note this. As he pats his pocket, you see the gleam of a dwarven metal just poke out from inside of his shirt, and it is not the pass. Yes, I shall do that before I head out, but I believe I'll be staying in town for a while. As you can see, I have quite a list of items to purchase.
Seems like you're quite experienced with dwarven cities.
Oh, I am very much not. It is nearly unheard of for a historically monstrous race such as myself to be allowed in a dwarven city such as this.
Inside check.
Particularly the capital of the dwarves and the sacred Holy Land.
As far as I can tell, he's telling the truth.
So this is an excellent opportunity for me to sell my wares, buy whatever goods I need, and then learn from the blacksmiths.
God damn it, I'm a nosy piece of shit. I'm gonna walk up to him and try and pickpocket him for that fucking necklace.
Oh my god.
It's
You mean dwarven metal?
Around his neck. I assumed it was like a necklace.
roll
pocket.
me Roll me the sleight of hand.
16?
You're able to reach up into his shirt and start to pull it out, but he just looks down, grabs your wrist. It's like, if you would like to know, I should tell you. And then just plucks a dwarven dagger out of your hand from inside of his shirt and pulls it out.
I hit it.
This is what you were looking for?
Looking at is a more apt description, but yes.
Yes, well. It's only a common dwarven dagger, as you can tell, but it is of an older style than they create nowadays.
That is
It's just a personal keepsake, if you understand that sort of thing.
If that's the case, I won't pry.
Yes, thank you. Should appreciate that. And tucks it back
you should
into his shirt.
Also very that's good. Sounds good.
No,
Then- yeah.
Dude, the new items for sure are fucking goated.
To the blacksmiths, I believe.
Yes.
Get back.
Do any of you need anything from down there? I can ask around.
Yeah.
I
I've
should be quite
got
alright.
No.
Not at the moment.
I've got Joda getting some stuff for me already.
I understand. Perhaps a bit later when I get back, when the next shift comes in from the forges and the metalworks and all of the different facilities to drink at this establishment, maybe I could interest you in something that I've recently found called a corn whiskey. Personally, I never thought they would be able to make alcohol out of corn before.
Don't you mean
I
me?
consider myself a bit of a connoisseur.
Oh, so you've heard of it before? Amazing
In a sense.
thing, this. I've yet to taste any of it, but I've heard of it, and I heard that they might be selling it here as a rarity.
I'm excited to give it a try with you.
Then I shall look forward to it. Now then, good day, and I will see you in a little while.
Yeah.
And he just hauls a giant bag of items out of the tavern with him and sets off down towards the forges.
We should really go get these punched before we do anything else, Pippin.
Well, the implication was we gotta stamp them before we leave.
Really?
So,
I thought we just had to have them stamped.
I know we have to get them stamped. So, would you rather do that now just to make sure?
I don't think it really matters either way, but because I think everyone knows who kind of saved their town. But
Evidently not, because when those soldiers got there, they had no idea what happened and just walked away. So, let's
well, it's been 8 hours.
yeah, let's head towards the front gate, and if we see anywhere to shop that seems interesting along the way, we can stop and take a look. We'll window shop and such on our way there, and
Sounds
get our
good.
book stamped.
Has
Anybody
anyone
else
seen
interested?
Herodar this morning?
Really? I heard him talk earlier. I know he's around here.
I don't know. I haven't seen him today, but then again, I kind of got ambushed by Joda as soon as I left our room.
Yeah, I heard.
We're trying something. We'll see what the hell it is, but if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Anybody want to come with us to get stamped? Get our book stamped in
Might
window
as
shop?
well.
Yeah, I knew he
I'll
was
do
around
it.
here.
Oh, there you are, Herodar.
Alright.
And Scully's awake somehow.
I mean,
I'm always awake.
oh, by the way, Scully, where's Pepper?
He's off around because he's
He's
angry at
around.
me. for not speaking to him for like 3 weeks straight.
You see, this is why you take a hands-off approach from the get-go. Like, Morag, I'm letting him eat garbage all over the town.
No, it's volleyball top.
I'm just letting him do that.
So when Pepper comes back around, let me know because I have something for him.
Well, I can just yell at him. He'll get
Tell
here.
him that I look forward to it if he can be so kind as to reach up here to the rafters to give it to me.
He says he's in the rafters and he wants all. He wants everything.
That's simple enough. So Kyle, I don't know if you've checked my inventory recently. I have fire giant steak.
Oh yes, the fire giant steak. I also note that you misspelled fire giant head.
Did I?
HESD.
When the fuck did I do that? Fire giant head. Where the fuck did I put up fire giant head?
Fire giant steak right there.
Oh yeah, I did. AGSD? What the fuck? Well, technically I don't have the head anymore, so that's gone.
Yeah, you can go ahead and remove the head
steak.
and the steak. Because I'm assuming you're giving the steak to Pepper.
Yes, I am.
AKA
Charles
Henry
Fauntleroy
Fauntleroy,
Calhoun the third, at your service, sir.
Sir Skull.
Yeah, and
Currently
I just call him Pepper.
Yes.
Because Pippin isn't willing to learn the long name and basically called him Pepper the minute he existed. So, just calls him Pepper.
Yes. Yeah. You're able to leave the steak for the mysterious celestial kitten.
Celestial?
No.
He's a fiend.
Fiendish
kitten.
There we go. Devilishly handsome.
Morag is celestial.
The bird is a celestial. That's what it is.
Yes, Morag, who's not
one of the many reasons they don't get along.
That was because cats eat birds.
That is one of the many reasons they don't get along.
That is because I secretly want the cat to eat the bird.
That's the part I was getting.
Are there
That's a lot of reasons.
any stalls or restaurants, typical attractions in a city that you're looking for on your way to get the pass, the stamp?
I'm interested in anything that would be similar to like Wolfen Den, but I'm not.
Believe it or not, there is. Believe it or not, there is a branch of the Wolfen Den Trading Company here in Firefall.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll head there on our way to get our things stamped.
Look, it's an international brand.
No, I totally get it, but only one wolf, only one den.
You've already met their acquisitions department. They're all over the place.
That's fair. That's fair. So, yeah, that's where I'm gonna head, is the Wolf and Den, and in the direction of the front gate.
All right. Yeah. Anything in particular you're looking for at the shop?
Trying to think.
No.
Random magic item I can use.
Such as?
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far.
Magical studded leather armor.
I've got an adamantine chain shirt already, so.
You've got a what now?
I have an adamantine chain shirt. I cannot be crit.
True.
Nothing's updated.
Fun idea. Does he have a deck of many things?
That's wild.
I also would like to know if he has the deck of many things.
That's fucking wild.
Just a random ass thing.
I mean, if we're asking for random ass things, you got a ring of wishes?
You could not afford a ring of wishes.
I know. But I
Dwarf
also don't
running the
think we-
counter kind of gestures over to. I put the book. Gestures over to one of the glass cases, and inside is not a full deck, but a partial deck of unidentified cards, magical cards.
Oh shit. There's actually one. I'm amazed.
How much is it? And like Pippin all of a sudden gets really serious because he's like, "There's no way they have." How much is it?
No, dude, honestly, I don't care.
This deck,
I'm just trying to not
partial deck, mind you, seems to be, well, first of all, it's missing about 10 cards. That's noted on the plate. But it is a negotiable price, is all that says.
Pippin's gonna like try and control himself and look over at Aranor and be like, "I'll let you work things out on that if you want it that bad." All right. Studded leather, magic armor.
The dwarf at the counter gestures over to a section of armors, and you do notice that they have some studded, but not a whole lot, considering most of the armor, and in fact, most of the dwarves here have some piece, or some dwarves are entirely covered in heavy armor. Not all of them, but most of them have at least a piece.
Okay. Is any of the studded leather you have magical?
Yeah. That's ignore the first three. The fourth through the seventh, I believe those are studded, that are magical with resistances. After that, it's just generalized.
All right, Pippin's gonna go through them and try and find one that is an appropriate size for him, and then bring that to the front counter.
And mind you, some of these can be adjusted as needed for.
Yep. It's about finding the one that's most. Pippin's treating it like a clothes store, so he's literally just like tossing it on over his like shoulders and stuff. Being like, "Oh, that's a lot of extra, so we're gonna take that one off. Toss this one on. That's closer. Maybe I'll take this one and bring that up to the front," kind of thing.
All right. Are you only taking one up in particular?
Yeah.
All right. Fine choice. Especially after your adventures down there at the forges. This is an excellent choice if you're going back down there.
This is studded leather armor, right?
My lane
Yes.
is back.
Yes. But
Isn't
see,
like-
it's the enchantment on this one that makes it particularly good for down at the forges for one of your
How much was the
someone made of flesh. How's that?
That is fair.
See, this one, if you want to look at the tag here, he points at a bit of dwarvish on the tag that he explains, says, see, this is armor of fire resistance. But it is studded leather, so it gives you that extra little bit.
Pippin's gonna leave it there for now and head back over and start looking at some of the other tags to see what kind of studded leather the resistances and stuff are.
Are you able to read dwarvish?
No. What about this one? As Pippin grabs one of the magical studded leathers.
There is, strangely enough, one that's in the section of enchanted studded leather that just looks like a normal shirt as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna grab that one.
Okay.
Yep, I'm grabbing that one.
Ah, the glamour, I see.
Yep, that'll be the one, I think.
I see. Yeah.
I can put and I'm gonna take the fire resistance one back.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, it's always there. Funny thing about this one. Place your hand on it.
I do so.
Now think of a certain kind of armor or clothing that you want it to look like.
I don't.
It's gonna look like a courtier in kingdoms, like top, like not noble, but like noble servant esque.
Yeah.
Like very very much like this is expensive, but also again not noble.
So spreading out from your hand starts the colors and regalia of the royal family from a place up north that you are possibly thinking of, and it just covers this entire piece of studded leather armor to look like what you envisioned.
That is perfect.
No.
I'll take it.
Good. That'll be 90 gold, if you please.
Done.
All right. Well, thank you. Anything else you're looking at?
Also, I'm gonna take off my own studded leather armor. I'll give you this as well.
Wow. The studded leather for that one? That'll cut down your price by about 10. You know what, 15. I'm feeling generous today.
Oh,
So instead of 90, it'll be 75.
all right.
Anything else I can get you for today?
I will let the others start shopping around for now, and we'll go from there.
What
Yeah.
the hell is this
Who's
deck
next?
you've got sitting here?
Huh? Oh, we haven't been able to identify it. It's some sort of magical deck. We've not really touched it since that one wizard dropped it off, but it's quite something, I'll tell you that.
Interesting.
65 gold?
Starting price in my head was 100, but I could come down a little bit.
You see, though, you don't know what kind of deck it is. It could be illusions. It could be deck of many things. It could be a regular playing card deck, for all you know.
Oh, the deck itself is most certainly magical. We've tested that. We've had the the High Wizard come down and check, but we haven't been able to specifically identify what it is.
Exactly. It's a lot of risk on our part. What if it's a deck of many things and Pippin ends up in another dimension?
It's worth the risk.
Well,
I gave you an offer at
let
65.
anyone buy this
I'll
deck.
I'll let Aranor deal with it from here.
Can I buy a singular card? A random one?
How the hell did you get here?
Let's call it
I thought you were shopping for supplies for the
a
thing.
card.
I mean, he was shopping. He probably stumbled upon us along the way.
5 gold?
5
I'll do
gold
it.
a card.
How many cards do you have in there?
It's missing 10.
And it starts
Missing
with
about
20.
10. It's like we've counted through it, but we haven't pulled any. We're not that.
Oh my god.
So how many cards are there if it's missing 10?
Well, you take your normal 52 card deck of many things, your 52 card deck of playing cards or deck of illusions or anything like that, and then subtract 10, you have what, 42?
The DM,
Yes.
just a heads up, Deck of Illusion has 34 cards, and a Deck of Many Things has 22.
22? Something like that?
22 cards. So just a heads up. Neither of them have 52. So if you're going based off of 54, this is a custom magic item. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. I hate to be that guy who had to
I
pull
will
that out.
adjust the number accordingly, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for that.
And I had to look it up because I was looking at the Deck of Illusions and went, deck has 34 cards. Wait a second, how many does the Deck of Many Things have? Yeah, so it says most of them have 13 cards, but the rest have 22. So
Most of them have, because some of them have been used and then lost. That's why there's only 13 or something.
So is there 24 cards in there by chance? I love how he just doesn't want to answer.
There's either 12 or 24. If it's down 10.
Do it percent-wise. 10% of 52.
The
And then-
sign on. The sign
I can do the math
on
for you.
I'm because of the canonical number of certain decks. The sign on the deck says 18 cards.
There we go.
Okay.
How about percent?
Okay.
I'm still going for it.
I'm staying out of this now.
I'm not
Pippin's
buying that without knowing what kind of deck it is.
I'm still doing it. I already subtracted the 5 gold.
I have a question about your supplies.
Just one moment, please.
Kyle's making a deck for whatever deck this is going to be.
Kyle had to fuck with so much shit because I had to call out the common number of cards.
Yeah, no, as soon as he said 52, I went, wait a minute. Neither of those said 52.
Well, and the best part was I was looking at the Deck of Illusions quick, and it was just like I read that it was 34, and then he said 52, and it was like, how many does a Deck of Many Things have? Yeah, no, that's not right.
Yeah, I'm having to basically make a deck of something right now, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this.
Fair.
So whatever deck you're envisioning it is, take out all the cards for that deck. Like it says, like all the ace, king, queen, jack, two, diamonds, all that. Throw them in a pile and tear out cards so it's down to 18 at random.
So yeah,
I mean,
you'll
that's
just shuffle.
kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The issue is, it takes time to do this.
That's
Oh,
fair.
Brandon, let's go back.
Mostly because you gotta find the cards, then you gotta shuffle, then you gotta tear
Right,
out
but
randomly.
it's because
Brandon can get behind them.
Joda is buying a specific card.
Not a specific, a random card.
Yes, but
Holy
one
shit.
card.
Who shuffled this?
You did.
What I get?
I haven't found it yet. That's the issue.
Oh.
He's looking for a card so we can do it.
Okay, I found my 18 cards.
All right.
Finally.
Shuffling time. And then Joda gets to pick a card at random.
I'm a gamer.
Top card.
Boys,
boy.
sorry, but I think we missed
Now I have to figure out what this means.
So what is it?
That's why
You
I
get
said
a
no.
Queen of Spades.
Okay, Queen of Spades on the deck of many things
Ryle.
is yeah.
Which does
The card's Medusa-like visage curses you. You take a -2 penalty on saving throws while cursed this way. Only a god or magic of the Fates card can end this curse.
I'm sorry. What did you just call it?
A curse.
No, go back to the
Uriel.
beginning.
Uriel.
Okay.
Uriyle.
This is a deck of
So
many
you
things.
said Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa-like visit.
Okay, because
In
funny
the
enough, in
description.
the deck of illusions,
I'll die.
in the deck of illusions, the Queen of Spades, its effect is called Medusa.
There's a fucking...
So that's why I was like, I need to double check what you just said, because that was uncannily ironic.
Yeah.
Well,
So.
what is top?
So what kind of curse?
So,
-2 penalty on all saving throws.
Holy shit!
all saving throws.
You know what?
Only
Let
a
me do it
god or the magic of the Fates card.
again. Let me do it again.
Well,
Five
at
more
least he has a
gold.
god.
How much gold do you have, by the way?
I had 15. I now have 5.
Okay. One more off the top. Oh boy.
What was it?
I'm finding it first. You draw the star card. Increase
Holy
one of your
shit.
ability scores by 2. The score can
Damn.
exceed 20 but can't exceed 24.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Deal.
One bad one followed by one good one.
I'm playing D&D. You know, I can take that. I can take that. Let's see. What do I want to improve? It can exceed 20. Shit,
Yeah,
I'll
yes,
probably
But not 24.
I will probably never get this chance again. How do I do that?
You have to go into the builder and do a custom build under abilities.
If you click on your... Are you using a computer or your phone?
My phone.
Because I don't know how to adjust it on your phone, but on the computer, if you click the number, like the score, you can override the score.
Uncommon, you can
Oh, yeah.
find them here. Go in.
You can add an other modifier.
So Pippin's gonna go up to the desk and put 7 platinum and 5 gold up there, because it equals to 75 gold. And say, for the rest of the deck, I'll give you 75. It's a bulk purchase.
Oh, the 16
You know
cards. What 16 times 5 is? Yeah, no, it's a good deal.
Come.
75 gold.
For the remaining 16 cards.
Help me, get this guy.
I'll make that deal.
Alright.
Add
Now
Am I
has-
adding?
this
Am I
deck.
adding? Kyle, just tell me which one I'm adding.
Add
The
a
deck of mayhem.
mysterious deck.
Add custom item. My curious deck.
You also you also get a pouch for these cards to be in. Some of the cards are like from the side.
Actually-
some of the cards.
So
Yep.
I can still look at them because I'm not drawing them at random. I'm going to look at what cards are in the deck.
I am going to say to look at the card, you must draw the card.
This is bullshit. It's a deck.
It's a magic deck. You look at it, it
It's
works.
not random. It's only when you fucking draw it at random.
But it is
Damn.
already mixed. Is my point.
Okay.
So if you look at the whole deck, you essentially draw the whole deck.
And activate each one.
You must draw each card no more than 1 hour after the previous draw.
Oh, so we all got to sit there and draw?
If you fail to draw the chosen number, this is when you draw. I was reading farther down. Before you draw a card, you must declare how many you intend to draw, and then draw them randomly. Any cards drawn in excess of this number will have no effect. Otherwise, as soon as you draw a card from the deck, its magic takes effect. You must draw each card no more than 1 hour after the previous draw. So if you declare 3, you have an hour to draw your second card.
There is nothing saying that you can't declare to draw back to back, though.
Yes, accurate.
Yeah.
So,
It's saying that if
so
you
what
declare
LUL
that you're going to
said,
draw 3 cards,
cards.
right? You can
You
declare to
have
draw 3 cards, but you have to do it within an hour.
You have to draw the next card within an hour, and then the next card within an hour of that. If you fail
Yeah.
to draw the chosen number, the remaining number of cards fly from the deck on their own and take effect all at once.
So what Joda did was fine because he picked a
Declared
number,
one.
drew it, picked a number, drew it.
Exactly.
And there isn't a limit of how many times back to back you can do that.
So Pippin's going to quickly shuffle these cards with his amazing sleight of hand. He's just great at shuffling. And fan him out in front of Aranor and be like, "You're the one who wanted it."
I was just curious.
I'll pick another one.
I
All
don't
right,
know what
go
this whole
for
thing
it.
does.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Alright. There's currently 16 in there.
Correct.
Yes.
I
How
choose
many are you
number
drawing?
16.
What?
Excuse me?
I choose number 16.
How many
That's
are you
how many you're going to
taking from the
draw?
deck?
No,
No.
he's drawing the 16th card.
Okay.
I'm
God.
choosing one, but that's why I said
Because
I'll
I've
draw
got a
one.
band out. Yep.
Yes. So
Oh,
Kyle,
God.
draw the bottom card for him.
I straight up thought he said I draw all 16.
Fair, fair.
The 10 of spades. As you draw the card, an illusion of a frost giant forms over the card and remains over it wherever you move the card to.
How long does it last?
Wait, that's an illusion.
I think this is a mix of two decks.
Oh no.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I don't know how I feel. about that.
Okay. Pippin's gonna draw one at random as well.
One at random, huh?
Yep, one at random.
Better. That's what we're fucking gamers, bro.
Oh boy.
That guy said.
It's one
Jack
of
of
15.
spades. Rogue.
Eat that, put that quicker.
That's
The
oh
rogue
god.
card.
Hitting.
That's a deck of many things.
Yep.
A non-player character of the GM's choice becomes hostile toward you. The identity of your new enemy isn't known until the NPC or someone else reveals it. Nothing less than a wish, spell, or divine intervention can end the NPC's hostility towards you.
Fuck. We've pissed off someone.
I've pissed off someone.
Fair. Now, who have you pissed off is the question. Well, who haven't you pissed off? Let's be honest.
We're at 14.
Oh my god.
We started at 18, we're at 14, and we've had 3 of deck of many things. Are you sure you don't want one, Aaronor?
Yours is low as fuck, though.
This is a fucking iffy one.
Because if you don't take one, I will.
How? You don't fucking
If you're gonna take those cards out of the deck, please do it outside the shop. The fire giant or the frost giant is sticking through the ceiling.
That is fair.
That is a fair
I put
ask.
the card in my pocket.
So
The
before
card, as soon
The
as
fire
you move it
giant
to
is
put
on
in your
you.
pocket, dissipates the illusion.
Okay.
All right, so before we leave the shop, then I want to check out. Do you have any random necklaces or rings that have magic abilities and such, or even like caps or helms by chance?
I mean, we have some. What are you looking for?
Something that could either improve me or give me an interesting ability, which is kind of what they all do. But hey,
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't know as anything can improve you.
Yes, sir.
Roll an insight check, beat a 10.
I'm gonna kick his ass. 9 plus where's my insight? 1, 10.
He was attempting to persuade you. Like a seduction persuade.
Oh. That was unexpected. I'm flattered, but I'm not interested in that.
Oh, I see. I guess that might have come off a bit odd. All right. Pippin and whoever else is going outside to pull cards. How many?
Yes, I am.
can you-
3.
2.
Oh, shit. Which one are you gonna do first, Kyle?
The 3. I'm doing Pippin's 3 cards first.
Do one first. Do one first.
No, Ricky, go on it. Go on it. Ricky, go on it.
All right. So your first card King of Clubs, the Void.
Oh no!
Also
That's
a deck of many
bad.
things.
This black card spells disaster. Your soul is drawn from your body and contained in an object in a place of the GM's choice. One or more powerful beings guard the place. While your soul is trapped this way, your body is incapacitated. A wish spell can't restore your soul, but the spell reveals the location of the object that holds it. You draw no more cards.
Oh no. There went Pippin.
Pippin,
I
thank
rush
you
out.
for your service. You have now
Expired.
You're
become
not
a
dead.
log on the floor.
You're a vegetable. You are a literal vegetable.
Your body.
I go
know
1
this isn't
second.
the right place or time for a army cadence, but the cadence "my wife's a vegetable" comes to mind.
Yes.
I look at the guy and go, I'll be right back. I want to do some more shopping. I want to see what stupid shit happens to these two. I walk out to see Pippin in a vegetative state.
I take the deck of many things.
I grab that from you and go, hold it.
As he grabs it, can I roll dexterity in an attempt to draw a card as he does so?
Technically, he
declare
said he
war.
was drawing two. He has
Oh,
to
yeah.
draw the two.
I already declared. I tell
You
him
see,
I already declared.
Aranor wasn't there to hear that. So they don't know this is happening.
I
yeah.
tell
Roll
Aranor.
sleight of hand to take your first card as Aranor tries to take the deck away from you.
Alrighty. 24.
Your first card is a 9 of Hearts,
Which is?
which is an Etin. It is an illusion of an Etin.
What is that?
I have no idea, so I need to look
Google
it up.
it.
It is a two-headed monster. Oh god.
Okay.
A foul two-headed giant with crude characteristics of an orc.
Okay.
It has two personalities, one for each head, and lives mostly on its own because its heads argue with each other.
Okay. I proceed to explain that I had already declared that I was going to draw two, so I must draw two.
At first, you're going to explain what the hell happened to Pippin.
He drew the void card, and essentially his soul is gone from his body forever until he can get it back.
So what you're saying is...
My
We need to
rogue's
basically
a
keep track-
vegetable. He lives in a hospital. I would buy him anything to keep him alive.
We need to keep track of this body now.
Yes.
I grab the bag of holding and try and shove Pippin in it.
I do technically fit. I'm less than 500 pounds.
Ed is not breathing.
His incapacitated body will breathe on its own.
I'm creating a new character. Fucking
Didn't
damn.
expect this to be how you used a backup character, but
Okay.
Respect, honestly.
Oh my god, no, I can't use the backup character. There's a character I have to use because it's too perfect.
No, I just shoved Pippin's body slowly into the bag. And I'm going to... What did Pippin have for magic? What did Pippin have for items? because I'm going to need to keep track of that as well.
Yeah, I'm going
Actually,
in.
I'm taking
So-
Pippin's character sheet.
So Pippin has his
I'm just
length
gonna
roll
go with
attack
your-
2, which you can't take.
I can't take that. one.
He's got his dagger of venom.
I would like that.
I'm taking. No, I already
You
have.
have whatever else. I can take dagger, but
I am going to take that ring of water walking.
God. I'm removing the ring of water walking and the dagger of venom.
Get you back.
Oh, for fine. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. Can I go a little shopping?
Yes. I'm just going to say what I'm taking from Pippin as I take it.
You
Add
guys are
that to
both
my
retarded.
equipment. Keep it. Pippin's character sheet.
Haven't met more.
I'm going to
the
hold
successful
on
people
to
in my
his
phone.
killer's crest for him. But I'm going to put him in his bag of holding with him. Everything in the bag of holding I am not going to touch. The mysterious deck is going to go back in there after I let him draw that next card, but that won't be for a minute yet.
in less than an hour.
Why do you have ball bearings?
Why not?
Why do you have a bag
Agreed.
of 1,000 ball bearings?
It came with the character, dude. Don't judge me.
Boots of Elven. Herodar, I have a present for you.
Yeah.
Have some boots of Elven kind.
Yeah.
Basically, they give you advantage on your stealth checks.
Cool.
Honestly, my backup character is perfect for this situation.
We need to figure out how we're going to get Pippin back.
Yep.
We just lost Eluella. We lost Pippin for a minute. Now we lost Pippin again.
So here's the thing, right? We know where he is because there's this thing that shows us.
No, it doesn't say where he is. Wish,
Yeah, it does.
Wish
No.
can tell us where it is.
Oh my
Wish
God.
can tell us where his
Oh.
soul is. We don't know where his soul is. We need to find... Holy shit. Let's go ask the High Mage if he can cast Wish. The High Wizard.
First, I need to draw my second card.
Give me a minute, I'm just going through Pippin.
He's literally rummaging through my body.
Honestly, I'm going to keep the daggers on him.
Yeah, but Eluale took the dagger of venom.
No, I'm not LOL. I'm Yoda.
Or sorry, Joda.
I'm going to leave the dagger +1 on you. I know where it is, but I am going to go make my own bag of holding in the inventory now. And inside is going to be a custom item named Pippin.
Yes, please.
Joda, have you drawn your second card yet?
I hold out the deck, I fan them out and go, there are 14 left. Choose wisely.
12 left.
Well,
Uh-huh.
no, we had 18. We drew. We drew 4. Holy fuck! Yeah, no, it's 12 already.
Uh-huh.
Pippin's vegetative
I pull number 8.
body.
Well, good news
Custom.
is, at the very least, you can't get that card. The cards that's already been used, you'll have to worry. So it'll never be as that bad. Unless it kills you
It
instantly.
can be almost as bad, though.
Well, that's weird.
I picked number 8.
That's weird.
Alright, Kyle, what's the damage?
Oh. Are you sure you want to ask? All right, 8th card from the top.
Add a custom item. Mysterious deck.
10 of diamonds. You conjure an illusion of a fire giant from the card.
Cool. Cool. So
You've
in
had terrible luck ever since somebody bought this deck.
I honestly see that as really good luck for me.
11
I mean,
cards.
I guess that's
left.
fair.
Because
but,
they
like,
equaled out the good and bad, and then I have illusions now of an ice giant, a fire giant, and a two-headed giant.
I believe the illusions are used up immediately.
they are.
So you can't reuse
Technically, the illusion dissipates as soon as
It's
the
joint.
card is moved, but I'll allow it to last for like a few seconds while you're moving.
Oh,
But yeah, they became junk cards as soon as you pulled them.
damn.
We're not going to pull any more cards from this for a little bit.
You know, let me just pull one more.
No. No. Not right now. Maybe later.
Kyle, you thought I was a
Dexterity
stat
roll.
machine before.
Dexterity roll.
What the hell? They went somewhere that I am going to hide them on my person somewhere. After you
Sleight of
pulled one.
hand check.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, that was the first roll, dude. You thought I was bad before.
Can't wait to see this character. It's got those kinds of stats. So obviously we're getting introduced to Pippin's new character tonight.
I got a 21 for my sleight of hand to draw a card from his body.
You have to know where I put the deck.
Are you trying to stop him from taking a card?
Very much so. I explicitly said we are not drawing any more cards for a minute.
How are you trying to stop him from...
After he drew that card when he was distracted by the illusion, I hid them on my person somewhere.
Kyle, I want you to, when you have a chance, look at my backstory. That is the actual backstory I intended for.
Okay, if you really want to go that route, I have something I can do for that. I cast darkness on your chest.
I can see in the dark.
Oh my fucking god.
This is magical darkness, though.
Correct.
Um,
A
Magical
creature
darkness
with dark
spreads from
vision.
a point you choose. 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. Creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
dancing lights.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Is one that you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carrying? Never mind. So I can't do it on that. I do.
Why
it
are
on
you
my
guys flying
person.
over these? Burn them!
And I
They have
cast
been Oh
dancing
my
lights
God.
on me. Well, around me.
You're fighting over nothing?
I still rolled a 21. On the sleight of hand.
Okay. Card off the top then. Yes? No?
Yes.
He's trying. They aren't readily available. They are well hidden.
Okay.
Give me a check to find them first, and then we'll use your sleight of hand to take them if you find them.
What kind of check would that be?
Or take one if you find them.
Investigation.
Aranor, roll me insight to see what Joda's cooking up. Joda, roll me investigation or perception to find the cards.
12.
You gotta beat a 12 to find them.
I did not beat a 12.
Then you do not get to draw a card.
Aranor, if he wants to fuck himself over,
We've lost 2 party members in less than 24 hours.
There is a certain amount of freedom that you have to let people have. If they want absolutely let them.
Some people would call losing 2 party members in less than 24 hours traumatic.
Understandable, but
So
you can't
I'm
just.
gonna
This
add
is.
a mental state to everyone.
I don't care. I didn't even know. I only care about Pippin, and I'm happy that he's still alive at the very least.
He's soulless.
Wait a minute. Aranella. I was okay with her. I was okay with her. I wasn't against her. But she didn't help me the same way Pippin helped me.
I have yet to draw something of any true consequence, and the thing that is of true consequence has already been drawn twice, and not by my hand.
Let him. If he wants to
You
fuck
act
himself
like
over,
there's not other bad stuff in the deck. Potentially.
let him fuck himself over. If he wants to fist himself, maybe he'll enjoy it. I
got a 27 on persuasion.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
I just walked back into the store.
I'm also going back in the store. But
Carrying
I want
a
to actually
bag
talk.
that belongs to-
Just let him have it. Let him. How about this? Force him to like make a deal
You
with
would
him. How
have
about
to have
that?
some kind of counter roll.
They can
If he's
have a
rolling
deal or something.
if he's rolling persuasion, you have to have some kind of counter.
I just don't even see why you're so against this.
I'm not sure what kind of counter roll I would.
Persuasion, I guess, for your own stubbornness. How much you
Persuasion,
can persuade yourself.
deception, your choice.
The perception's even better. But it's not going to be at 27. The only thing I would have to do is get a nat 20.
Yeah, just let him have it. Give him the freedom to ruin his own life. Or maybe he'll get a card that gives be able to find out where weather space is at.
Pippin's comatose state in the bag of holding is just foaming at the mouth right now, being like, 2 of those cards are mine.
Well, it's not nat 20, so.
Alright. Hand it over, man.
I duck into the shop to pull the cards out, hiding that reemerge. It's like, you get one.
This will be
Only
my final
one.
Thank you.
This will be my final one.
Choose
For this one,
wisely.
I choose number 4.
If you get something that can bring Pippin back, without having to go through all this bullshit for Pippin, you use it to bring back Pippin.
I choose number 4.
Which can't bring me back. Can't.
But there's the base, which also exists, which undoes one event. Potentially in the deck.
10 of clubs. You draw a card with an illusion of a hill giant.
Oh my god!
Listen, y'all, I haven't
This-
drawn another card from the deck of many things, so at this point, I think I should just keep giving it a shot until I do draw one.
No.
Look, Aranor, I have to
You
agree. Give
have
him
drawn
something.
some bad stuff.
That's true. He did get one.
His
Look,
first
let him
thing
draw
was
until he
bad,
gets
so
something that's not
And my
fucking
second
illusion.
thing-
We have 10 cards exactly. And he already drew a non-illusion, Anthony.
He drew.
Ollie.
I drew one
points.
bad, one good.
Yeah, one bad, one good. So let him draw
And
one
then
more
I drew nothing but
that he has to stop.
No. He said one. I'm holding him to that.
Oh my fucking
I
god.
duck back into
Whatever.
the shop and hide the cards.
Whatever. I stopped caring. So fucking- Whatever. I want to
If
see
Pippin
if
was
he.
here,
if
I would
anything-
allowed both of them to continue at it. Because fuck that. But we're already down a party member. As long as neither of them fucking disappeared, I didn't have a problem.
Whatever. I want to see if they have anything that's
I
powerful.
didn't disappear. You know exactly where I am at.
No, we know where your body is. We don't know where your soul is.
Yeah, to be fair, Pippin ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
You
Actually,
know
People
exactly
are
where
Griffith.
it's at.
Pippin's going everywhere I go.
Either way, I do have to ask, DM, did I successfully derail?
You know what? No. Not as much as you think.
I hate you guys. I think I was old.
Because I planned for you guys to stick around and have some shenanigans around the city.
But
Congratulations,
like
we had shenanigans.
Not quite like this, but we are abnormally well prepared for party members to die and be
this.
replaced.
Honestly, Utar's gonna retire if he saves Pippin's soul. And that is that makes actual chronological sense for him based off
I mean,
of his
canonical.
backstory.
Canonic?
Chronological sense based off of his backstory.
Or canonical.
It would make canonic sense. Alright. Anyways, we're gonna ask the High Wizard if he can cast Wish. If he can, holy shit, great. I doubt he can, based on what he did during that fight. Maybe we're lucky. Anyways, so Shopkeep, we just lost party member. Back to what I was
Yes, I
talking
saw
about.
through the window. I would ask that you not bring those cards in here.
They're somewhere hidden. You don't have to worry about it. No one's pulling the cards in here. If someone does pull the cards in here, it's not my fault. So once again, I ask you. The only thing that can boost
Help
stats,
locate a stall.
help
soul.
locate a soul, just general overall self-improvement. okay if not.
I hate that you have access to all my money.
I never checked to see how much money Pippin had.
A bit.
Yeah. I was just about to go through and update everyone's money too.
Pippin had 22 platinum.
The question is, are you taking that off of his vegetized corpse, or
It's not a corpse,
body,
it's alive.
or are you leaving it on his body?
I am leaving it on him. I will spend it on an as-needed basis. But I am not going to actively use it right away. As I know, if we get Pippin's body back, he's gonna try and beat the shit out of me for using this money. And considering his body's already foaming at the mouth, I'm not gonna worry about it for now.
Okay.
Anyway,
Can I speak to the guy again now and see if he has anything cool for me?
what are you looking for, Scully?
I want to see if there's anything that can boost my summon statistics. I'll just have to say it. I am a necromancer, and I need to make my necromancer ability stronger, or have my skeleton / souls. If there's any rings, wands, circlets, belts, clothing, or staves that will increase these.
I can't say as I have anything to help with that. I have things to prevent it.
No, fuck you.
Do you have anything to increase
was
my
rude.
AC?
That was rude and uncalled for.
No, I asked specifically for something to help me, and then you... That's literally what happened. I literally came in here, asked you to help me, you flipped me off. You literally went to me like, hey, you're fucking me. And then I'm like, wait, what? Like, you literally told me,
Scully?
but it was you who freaking me.
Scully?
Yeah? Yeah?
Get the fuck out of the store.
And I just happened before hasn't it? I think it's the second time, actually.
You see, last time I got you actually banned from the store. This time I'm just telling you politely to get out of the store.
Hey, Scully.
Yeah, I understand.
I can help you achieve your dream.
My dreams.
You shut up, I'm trying to build you a holy hand grenade.
You can help me with my dreams
I'm
of
trying to prevent
fucking
more
this
people
goddamn merchant
Come on.
who's literally shafting me? You help me with that?
What?
I would love to have someone help me get this guy to stop fucking me in the ass.
He wasn't doing that. You asked for something, he said no, and then you got pissed.
Do you know somebody who can help create such life?
Anyways,
I'm asking the topic.
Yeah. Kyle?
What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I was taking a bite of
You
my
know-
lunch.
Also, I platinum
Do
Ghost of
you know
Tsushima!
somebody- Do
Woo!
you know somebody who could help with that endeavor?
That seems like something that's out of the wheelhouse of a lot of people.
That's not a no.
While I do understand that it may
Seems
be
like
out
a
of
rare
the
person who could put that together, just saying.
Once again, that's not a no.
Whom is the person?
I don't know.
See, I told you he's fucking us. He literally tells us that he may know, but then as
Step
soon as we ask, he's like,
outside, please.
I'll
Gully,
head out.
you're more
I'm hanging
harm
out.
than good right now. Go stand outside.
I'm hanging out. I understand. I left the thing.
I turn back to the shopkeep. Now that our friend is going and calming down, and it is us that are slightly more civil. I do believe that you know of somebody whom could help. Especially
Honestly,
with the
no
assistance
idea.
of somebody who has the power.
Honestly, no idea. I know that somebody out there will probably be able to help
That's
you.
a fair
No
point.
idea who it is.
Well, then I have a question for you. Do you happen to have lamp bulbs that have metal wrapped around glass?
Probably. I mean, we sell lamps here.
Feature.
Okay, I'm looking for one that is very round in shape,
Okay,
similar to that is a sphere.
while I'm carrying Pippin in this bag, I just need to know. While I'm carrying Pippin in this bag, I just need to have it known that I'm pulling him out about every 9 minutes so he gets air.
Okay.
He cannot survive in the bag indefinitely. So if I pull a body out of the bag, it's for a good reason. That's just a static effect that's happening.
Oh my god.
Rolled a 15 on trying to find for perception for the lamp covers.
Yeah. You can probably find some lamps around the shop if you wanted. That's not exactly a hard sell.
I don't want the lamp, I just want the glass piece that goes on top.
Sell them as a whole. You don't want the rest, don't take them back. Or you can break them. Don't care.
Okay. How much would it be for one?
5 silver. For 2.
5 silver for 2.
Yeah.
I proceed to buy 1 gold's worth. Which is what, 4?
Mm-hmm. Enjoy your lamps. So,
Do you also have matches by any chance?
he points to a bowl of cheap, like, fantasy cardboard matches that have the decal and contact information for the Ale of Legends.
How many can I get for 1 gold?
How about you just take the bowl and we call it good?
Sounds good.
Anything
You
else?
guys still in the thing?
Yeah.
Let's see. Gunpowder?
Don't sell that here. Too volatile.
Okay. Do you have small cylindrical containers?
That sounds like the machine shop.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. That'll be it.
All right. Once again, do you have any necklaces or rings that do match with you?
We have some. Nothing that would meet your needs. Sorry about that.
What do you mean by that? They wouldn't do anything good?
You mentioned something about boosting your armor class, correct?
Yeah. Doing that,
Making you harder to hit.
general
Yeah.
healing, stuff like that.
I mean, I've heard of places of these rings that help or that heal wearing, but never actually gotten one. They're from some rare places around the world.
Alright. Any wands that could be of use?
Define of use, I guess.
Let us cast spells that normally we can't cast.
Like what?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're capable of or what you're not.
I'm not capable of much important, super strong magic. I only know base tier magic. Like, if you have some of Fireball or some other random ass spell.
Well,
Or some sort of all-purpose tool or something like that bullshit.
well, we have some of those. That's the easy fix.
Really?
Yeah, all-purpose tools.
Huh.
We make them. What do you think? This is the Dwarven City, the Dwarven Holy City. That.
Interesting.
And you mentioned a wand
Yeah.
of fireball. Does it have to be fire?
No.
Then I can help you.
Well, Fireball would be cool. It is not necessary because we have a mage, a wizard outside. You may have gotten to know him. A little hot-tempered. He can cast Fireball for us.
I will cut you a deal on an all-purpose tool and a wand of ice ball.
Ace Ball.
For 125 gold.
125, you said.
Yes.
We maybe do 100.
I could be persuaded. What do you got?
I pull out just a regular ass scimitar I've had on my person for a while. I've got this. Not really using it. I stole it off someone a long time ago and I just don't actually care for it.
I give you 2 for the scimitar. So
Come on, it's barely used. It's still got its edge.
call it 120 for these 2, and you give me the scimitar.
Um, 110 in the scimitar.
117.
112.
116.
We'll meet in the middle at 114.
115.5.
No. 114.
115.
I could do 115.
115. I take the scimitar. These 2 are yours.
All right.
Go ahead and add an all-purpose tool +1 and a wand of fireball to your inventory. But make a note
That's
the
actually ice ball.
wand of fireball actually does cold damage, not fire damage.
Right. Well, this will be interesting to use.
Murray,
Yes.
just for the sake of time and not spending all day buying stuff at various shops, because I'm running out of NPC voices for dwarves, I'm going to call it at 2 gold, 5 silver for the rest of the generalized supplies that you need.
Okay.
Still missing gunpowder. And whatever specialized little thing goes in the center of the gunpowder.
That's fine. I've been thinking of like design ideas as we've been going along.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it so we aren't spending all day in Firefall
Right.
for no
So we can go
real
meet
reason.
Will's new character.
Correct.
Yeah.
All I know
And
is that
every
guy's
once in a
gonna
while,
fuck
still
everyone over.
pulling Pippin's body out of the bag of holding.
Is he technically
Like
dead,
him up
or is he
there.
just in a coma? He's in a coma, right?
He's a veteran.
Essentially. So, if we accidentally don't feed him,
Yes. That's when we
So
pull
the-
him out. We can feed him. We can force feed him food.
so if we
have to
don't,
do, like,
that'll be considered 2? 2 out of 4? 2 out of 4. For dead bodies.
Anthony, there were 5 of us.
But I can have 4 dead bodies.
He's not dead.
I'm not say I would say we try bring him if possible, but for some reason he dies.
If he dies, we're burying him or having a funeral party.
I think you're thinking a little bit on the small side here.
No,
Would you
he's
like me
not
to turn
coming
you-
back as an undead?
Would you like me
If I ever
to?
die, If you use my body, I am haunting you for the rest of your natural and unnatural life.
Can I turn a ghost with enlarge shrink?
Well,
What?
here's what my thought is, right, guys? If his body dies, why don't we just use his soul and fuse him to a weapon and make him a bound weapon?
I'm okay with this. Why don't we do this?
I'd rather not do that to Pippin. I don't think he'd enjoy being a weapon.
I'm saying worst case scenario.
We're going to keep the body alive.
To the best of our ability.
If we need to make a little baby sling for Herodar, we will. But till then, let's go get our stuff stamped and see what else we can do. Maybe we'll go ask the wizard quick.
God, this is so bad.
How do you think I feel?
So yeah, we've left the shop and we're working our way up
There's
to the
talk
gate
about
currently.
infusing my soul with a weapon.
You will always be with us.
Until a TV day.
Anyways, we walk our way up to the guard's office to get the stuff stamped before we go visit the High Mage again.
All right. The guards at the gate stamp your passes, and are you getting Pippin's pass stamped as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll change that.
I have a question for the Grand Mage. Sorry, for the High Wizard.
Well, we're going to go see him, so you can ask him. So now we work our way up to the High Wizard.
Okay. Welcome.
Hi.
What do you need?
So you see we're down a party member. As I reach into a bag of holding
I
Body
don't
out.
think that's too much of an issue. Typically, this is a large city. I'm not sure why. Oh my god.
So we found a deck of many things mixed with a deck of many illusions in his shop, and he pulled the Void card. So his soul is somewhere else. I was wondering if you by chance were able to cast Wish, or knew of somewhere we could cast Wish and learn where his soul is.
Give me a moment. I need to look through my spells here. So the High Wizard here is unable to cast Wish.
I figured that was a strong chance to not, but
Because a Wish spell is a 9th level spell.
yeah.
Oh, why don't we just find a
After
9th level wizard?
conferring with the High Wizard, you understand he's only able to cast up to 8th level.
Alright, you some bitch, let's get out and level you up.
Hey, High Wizard, do you want to go adventuring so you can learn 9th level spells?
I highly doubt that we would run into anything that you could handle that would help me to attain that.
That's honestly fair. Yeah.
I mean, we helped take down the dragon.
If
We
we
didn't
were
fight the
to,
dragon.
if we were to face enemies that would challenge my abilities with the arcane, the likelihood of the rest of you dying goes up exponentially.
Yeah.
That is one of the major issues, because what level of spells can you cast? Skull Hidden?
It's also a Skull Ninja as of 5 minutes ago. You know what? Scratch that. It's now Skull Samurai. And my max level of spells
and
is.
what level of spell can you cast?
I think it's 4th. Yeah. 4th level spells.
I don't think it would be very beneficial for you and I to train together for my benefit here.
I got a great idea. Who taught you how to use magic?
I learned myself by going out
No,
into the
no,
world
no,
and
no.
adventuring, much as you are now.
And you had master, and then you're like, oh, I want more powerful than that master, and so you became more powerful than that master. But there's a master out there who you're like, hey, that guy. So where is he?
If there's a spell that you have not learned, then that is within your wheelhouse. Then as a result, you have not finished learning. And if that was the way you had learned, then that is most likely the way you learn best.
Let me ask you something. Do you know the name of every star?
I do. Every single star.
I don't know the name of every star. However, what you are asking me is something that is out of my wheelhouse. Just as asking me to perform something in the nature of a wizard would be out of my wheelhouse. What we are
I
asking
understand. I'm not asking you to cast wish stuff. I am saying that you can learn the names of the stars, yes?
Yes.
Just as I can learn spells. But while you have not learned every name of the stars, I have not learned every spell there is to learn. So, as it stands, we both have more to understand about the world around us. Yes?
Yeah. And more to learn. But how is
Exactly!
how-
Exactly, which means there's likely someone out there who has done more studying of the books. Or
Kyle, I swear if he's
world,
only
or however they learned best in order to learn what you need to know.
Okay.
I would start with the larger cities and then continue your search.
But here's my question though. How is it that you were to learn about the outside world if you never ventured from the outside anymore?
He gestures, he walks over to the door, opens it, and gestures out down the stairs to the top level of the caldera, and then down each subsequent layer down to the floor. Do you think it's by accident that I am placed at the highest point in this caldera?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
And do you know where the top of this tower ends?
So
The top of this tower opens up into a green and lush area at the top of the mountain, where plants and other animal species and such can be grown, cultivated, and studied. It's not always out in the field that science is done. Just as I went out and learned, I also learn here. In a place where I can be both part of the outside world, he gestures up towards the opening of the mountain, and a part of my people. Sometimes a calling is more than just a thirst for knowledge.
I swear if this wizard's level 16.
You're
And
close.
thus-
He's level 15.
Yes, I was saying that because there are 2 levels where you know level 8, but not level 9. If he was level 16, 1 level away. Got it. No, he's at least 2. I'm okay with that.
I mean, we could just find a more powerful wizard than him.
So,
I mean,
wizard,
all
do you
wizards
know
know
where
other
we can
wizards.
find someone or something to cast initiative.
That's why I said I would recommend you start with the bigger cities and branch out from there. Typically, the city wizards, if they are not the most powerful in the area, will know who is. I myself know that I am the most powerful in this closer regional area, but I know that there is another wizard who lives somewhere along, who visits the city from time to time.
Along the way to where?
Along the way, up the river, down the river towards the coast.
Down by the
Sentinel.
river.
Along the way to Sentinel.
Can you tell us where? Because I'm heading back to Sentinel after this.
I never actually been to his home, so I couldn't give you exact directions, but I do know that he is visiting the city. Should be today, actually.
Alright.
Him and his ward.
Oh no! You said ward, but I know what happens with ward and the guy who's teaching them. Ooh, I feel sorry for that kiddo. Just like
What do you
what
mean?
priests and their boys, wards and their masters and their wards. Same thing.
Anyways, we're going to ignore him.
I
on that.
say ward because the child is most definitely not his.
Yeah, I know. He wouldn't be doing these things to his own kid.
Anyways,
All I know he
When
doesn't
is he-
have any.
when is he supposed to get here and where could we potentially find him?
Theoretically, he's already here. He's only here for supplies. He may be headed out soon. You could check with the town guard.
Alright.
They're quite fond of the girl who goes with him.
Alright.
Ask them
Told ya.
if they've seen Nina today.
No one
Nina's
ever
the
listens to
ward,
the
isn't
wizard.
she?
Yes, she is. She's
Alright.
a bright girl, but she's terribly quiet.
Alright. Well, thanks for
You
the
know why
info.
people get quiet?
We will hopefully catch him.
Well, best of luck to you, then.
And hopefully Pippin eventually gets restored back to his former glory, or at least his current glory.
May I
Yes, well.
take a look at him, actually?
I pull him the rest of the way out of the bag and set him down.
He just sort of takes a finger and pokes at Pippin's rib cage and both sides, and then just like lays the back of his hand close to Pippin's mouth and nose. He is comatose and breathing at an extraordinarily slow rate. You may not have to take him out of the bag so often. It does look a mite suspicious, I might say.
That is a fair point.
So, once an hour should do to refresh the air in the bag.
That works. Probably in our favor, honestly. Alright. Thanks for the info. We'll see if we can catch that wizard. Maybe learn where this guy's soul is. Because as much as I want to go tear down this evil company, I also would much rather not have to carry this soulless body.
Yes, most people prefer to have the souls in the body.
Exactly. Kind of like this weird big orb gown. I pulled this big orb that the pulled the big orb I pulled out in a while.
The palimpsest.
Yes.
You know, if you do find your soul or whatever, likely it will look something like this. Although this one is pink.
Right.
Normally they're blue.
Huh. You know what that might mean then?
No, I actually don't. I've never come across it. Blue ones for sure are mortals who have been basically stuck through the same process as your friend.
Do they normally talk when you let go of them?
Talk. No, I've never known a soul to be able to communicate.
Touch this one and then untouch it.
He sort of takes it, places it on a podium with the book, and just takes his hands up. Quite interesting. Quite interesting.
Fuck no.
He
No.
he does some stuff with it for a couple moments, just like picks it up, looks at it. Which is quite interesting.
Fuck you guys.
I'm not entirely sure what this is in here, but it is not a typical mortal soul.
It's an archfey soul.
If I had to guess, this would be the soul of an extra planar.
Ew.
Someone who is not from the mortal plane. So, something like a celestial, an infernal, an ifrit, or a jinn.
Archfey.
Interesting.
Perhaps even an archfey. Consider that one. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll have to find out what this is. But it hasn't given us any clear indication of what it is. I've just been carrying it around because I found it in the storeroom.
May I ask?
Ask what?
The nature of what's in there.
Yeah, why don't you tell him what's in it?
Then I shall.
Sure, go ahead. Tell us what you can find out. Honestly, that's told us much. Just ask a question.
I only ask because this is your property, I guess would be the best way for this.
Anything you can tell us about it, I will gladly. Because honestly, we didn't think of that kind of question.
He sort of hovers his hand over the palimpsest. What? Oh. And he's sort of like holding his hand away from it, so it's sort of in that in-between of touching and not touching, where it still communicates. And then all of a sudden its hand is locked to the palimpsest, and you can just see parts of his body go rigid as he's trying to pull his hand away from it. After a moment, he finally wrenches his hand off of it. The palimpsest stays solidly on the podium.
Holy shit. What the hell was that?
That was quite something. It's it doesn't like probing, so you must be gentle with questions. Do be careful, whatever it is, it has quite a good mastery of language. He sort of coughs up a couple of smoke clouds. Comically. Yes. I do wish that that I would have one of these to test and to study a bit longer. But I understand this is yours. Based off of what I found here, I would narrow this down to a jinn or an ifrit. Likely a jinn, given its mastery of the light, electricity.
I don't think he's right. I think he's wrong.
I trust him more than I trust you on this, Scully. He's been a wizard far longer than you have.
I've been a wizard for a millennium.
No, you haven't.
I've seen
You
the rise
are,
and fall of...
22.
I am most definitely not 22. Technically, I don't know how old I am.
Anyways, well, thanks for the info on that as I shut the nice boxes in and pack it away in my bag.
Of course. Where did you come across that?
So, have you ever heard of Wonderland Land Enhancements LLC?
I can honestly say that I have not.
Probably for the best. They're an evil organization. I may have stolen this from one of their warehouses.
I see.
Yes. They burn down towns and take land. That's all you need to know.
Well, from the looks of this, they also deal in, apparently, or assumedly, as some sort of smuggling operation, and I would guess fencing of illegal goods.
Yeah, that's becoming more apparent now looking at this. I dealt with some of their internal stuff when I was in their base, so it's been a while since I've been to their main base. In fact, they moved it after I was there last.
Ah, well. I wish you luck in whatever venture you are pursuing next. Your friend's soul or this business's downfall, whichever it is.
Hell, if we're lucky, they're one and the same.
And didn't you kill all the assistants inside the last place that we burned down?
There were 2 assistants, and one willingly sacrificed himself.
I thought we murdered them all. I swear you set everything on fire.
The building burned down, that much we know.
Didn't you have a fire sword?
I have a fire sword, that's beside the point. Anyways, before we miss this other wizard, we better get going.
Yes,
Thanks for all your help.
Of course.
Yep. Off to
Safe
see
journeys and good day to you.
Yep. So now we head off to the gate. Or at least I'm going to head off to the gate. I don't know what the others are going to do. Probably follow.
Others, your opinions?
Did we get this good?
I follow as
Do
well.
I get fucking the damn halfling back?
Yep.
I mean, who could have known this would have happened?
This is why I didn't want to draw from the deck. But, yeah.
Hey, you want to draw one?
No, I don't want to draw one right now.
Okay. I'll draw one if you draw one. Draw one. But you can draw one first.
We're not going to worry about it right now. Anyway, so we make our way to the gate. And I'm just going to walk up to one of the guards and go, hey, have you seen... Fuck, what was the name? Nina today? We walked up to the guards and I went, so have you seen Nina today?
Who's Nina?
What the hell was the little girl's name?
Which little girl?
The one that comes with the wizard that lives between here and Sentinel.
Oh, Lena.
Lena, yes. Have you seen Lena today?
Yes, actually. I believe she just headed out with her caretaker. They were headed back to their home.
You mind letting us out so we can catch up quick? Do you know which direction they live from here?
Of course. The wizard asked us to make sure that you had your passes stamped before you left.
Oh yeah, no, we stamped them earlier.
Good.
As I presented the
All right.
passes, just to make sure.
Perfect. All right. On your way then. They didn't leave much, they didn't leave that long ago. You should be able to see them at the bottom of the stairs, if not before.
All right.
And they open the very, very large, ornately carved doors for you.
Oh, if you see Roan, the giant minotaur, just let him know that we had to run off or something.
If I see him, I shall let him know. Yes.
Thanks.
Of course.
To the wizard.
To the wizard.
Not that one though. That's right next to us.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun.
To the Pirates of the Wizard. Wait.
No.
The Wizard of the Pirates of the West. Pirates of the Coast? I guess something mixed up, but I can't remember.
You guys are now able to go about go about the world as you please. What would you like to do?
Go to the wizard first.
We should go Boulder's Gate.
Um,
I have no idea how far that way.
Make me a check to find him. Some sort of
Perception.
All right.
How about like my own character sheet? There we go. Yeah, perception. I was like, why is it only +3? It's supposed to be +4. 6. Anyone else see the wizard? I'm not seeing him.
Well, he did.
I mean, if you want my role.
No, roll. Let's see.
Well, you guys start walking around
6.
around
I got
the
a
observation section, and then Joda leans over and spots a wizard. Presumably, they have the pointy hat and everything.
Of course they do.
Nearing the bottom of the stairs down from the mountainside entrance. There is a young human girl with it.
Do anyone else see him? I see nothing.
I didn't roll good to see if I saw the dude.
I got a 19.
Once I wish.
So Joda sees him.
No one's gonna speak up about seeing him. I'm just gonna start going down the hill and hopefully catch up.
I point out where he is.
Ah, shit, there he is. Sweet, thanks. Maybe to hopefully get saved Pippin.
Roll D4.
Why a D4?
Because the wizard might die of 1d4 scare damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just really like the shape.
Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna run and catch up to the wizard.
Alright. How are you gonna do that? You are up a fairly long way up the side of the hill.
Just running on the same one's getting better ideas.
Roll a d8.
I'm comatose. I can't give you ideas.
And we haven't met his new character yet, so.
I mean, I have some ideas, but if you don't want,
Rolling those dice will do nothing for us.
fine. We scream out as loud as we can. We need a wizard.
Okay, yell at Banana.
Okay.
Yeah, that certainly got some attention.
It probably did.
What sort of check would it be for him to scream loud enough to be heard at the bottom of the mountain?
Performance?
Sure, make me a performance check.
Oh my god.
Oh, sure. My performance is. Performance. It's charisma. I get +1. So let's see what it is. 18 plus 1. 19. Is that good enough?
A what now?
A 19?
Yeah, he'll hear you, and you'll see both figures at the bottom look up, look around, look back, and kind of look at each other and continue walking.
Can I use athletics to catch up?
Sure. Roll me out.
Roll.
Not that die. You failed me last time I rolled you. No, that was that one. This one. Modified 20.
Yeah, you'll catch up to him before he hits the first bend in the river.
Alright, wizard.
Actually, you catch up to him not just because of that, but because the wizard stopped to talk to a traveler on the road.
So you're saying I had no.
As you're jogging to catch up to the wizard, you notice this this human that he's talking to. Not Lena, the girl, but someone else. Cole, would you like to describe your new character?
All right. My name is Gunther Vorten. I am a human paladin. And honestly, you can tell pretty quick just by looking at him that he's been through some shit. Like, you guys have been through a lot the past, 48 hours. Gunther has been through some shit. And he looks like it. He looks more ragged and run down, but you can see the physique of, honestly, a borderline Olympic athlete. Like, he is just built different. And he speaks with quite elegance, and you can tell he's quite intelligent. So just the way he communicates and his stature, you can tell this man is built different, if you will. He's got a scar under his right eye, and he has a goatee. And long locks. But again, there's some mats going on in the lower ends, and his hair goes down to his shoulders, and it gets kind of matted at the end because you can tell he's been living in the wilderness from it for a while. But again, you can tell that he's ragged and been through some shit. So he's sometimes wary of people, but is still quite friendly.
Wizard and random traveler. Hi.
Guntar Vorten.
Guntar. Hi. Aranor. And technically Pippin, but Pippin is disposed of at the moment.
I only see one of you.
I just pull a body out of the bag.
Holy shit!
Long story short, guy literally had his soul sucked out by the void card in a deck of many things.
Hold
Put the
up.
body back.
Hold up. Deck of many things?
Yes, deck of many
You
things.
trusted a deck of many things?
I didn't. He kind of may have.
I would still right now.
He keeps wanting to pull cards where there's 10 cards left in the deck, and I have them hidden somewhere right now so that no one else can get them.
Hey, listen. So far, there's nothing that can come out of the deck that we can't handle. 'Cause
Yes, there
everything
is.
else
Shit.
has already been pulled.
Bullshit.
Anyways, this is what we're here talking about to talk to this nice wizard about.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm
So I think you just heard her.
How can I help you?
I think you just heard our predicament, right?
Yes.
And how nothing can solve this, but a wish could potentially tell us where his soul is.
Yes.
I was wondering if by chance you knew Wish, or someone that could cast Wish, or somewhere we could find something to cast Wish to figure out where this guy's soul is.
Well, I currently cannot cast Wish, but I would be able to arrange a meeting if we made it to my house.
Honestly, that would be great.
I'm
Good.
coming with.
It's a good 2 days walk from here. So it'll take us some time, but there's nothing quite like some traveling companions, is there?
Exactly,
So
that's why I have this group. Though I don't know much about that one as I point towards...
Kuntar.
I was pointing about Joda, but
Oh,
Kuntar as well.
Kuntar Vorten.
My curiosity often gets the best of me.
So all I know about you, Gunthar, is that you look friendly.
K-U-T.
Kuntar.
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 Kunta?
You look
Kuntar.
friendly.
Kunta.
Well, I'm glad to hear
Feel
that.
free to smack the wizard if you want.
That sounds like unnecessary
I'm
violence.
not
I do
me.
not believe I will be
Not
participating
me.
in such things.
Okay,
Don't
let's
hit me.
rephrase this. This low-level wizard over here that follows us with the skeleton.
It still sounds like unnecessary violence that I will not be participating in.
I would go some fishing with me and the wizard sometime.
Hey, did
You
you
have a
get that
good
bag
time.
from Rome?
Fishing is a wonderful pastime. It
I have
is quite
not
stress
got my
relieving.
bag. I haven't seen
I-
him.
I don't
I'm-
think you understand what kind of
I'm-
fishing he's talking about.
Sorry, why do you need a bag for fishing?
Bigger bait.
He may or not have fished with Pippin here or the wizard multiple times.
That is inherently inhumane. What the hell is wrong with you?
I got some fish.
That is true, he did get a lot of fish.
He did catch a
Kuntar
lot
is
of...
just fucking speechless right now, and he just turns to the wizard, not Scully, the wizard. I will be joining them, only in their endeavors due to the fact of the deck of many things, and so I will be helping them best I can with that. But understand, I am not associated with this group.
Considering we just met, I'm not surprised that you don't want to associate with us. And honestly, even if you knew us, I'd be surprised if you want to associate with us, as, we got the barbarian over here who has a lot of
That one
fun.
fishes with people, and the one over there has already admitted to letting his curiosity get the best of him. When it comes to magic, that is a very dangerous thing.
I didn't
Hey,
even tell you something
I
else
have
about
had
this deck,
nothing
though.
wrong happen with me.
Evidently, only you, because your friend over here is A comatose patient!
Well, maybe he should have let me draw that card.
How would that be better?
I don't know.
If it means anything, it only gets worse. The elf is racist.
I mean, that's a fucking lie.
You know what?
Well,
I honestly, I don't know if I want to know more. I appreciate all the insight, but maybe we just stay at acquaintances for now, and you let me help you for this short period of time.
We definitely would take
Do
some
not need to
welcome
know
help.
you all on a personal level if it keeps going in the direction it has been.
I will let you know that
never let curiosity get the best of you.
Joda, not
The
now.
last time my curiosity got the best of me, my 5 best friends in the world died.
See, we
Wow.
only lost one. We're already doing better.
Kudar is just gonna start following the older wizard.
By the way, if it makes you feel better, the deck's not just deck of many things. For some reason, it's a mix of deck of many things and deck of illusions. That probably makes things worse.
Doesn't.
I will
Now,
say-
as I was saying, I will be able to house you for a few days, but if you continue going up to the dwarven settlements, they unfortunately will have to turn you away because it's a whole society thing of keeping their own kind in there, and then the space,
Racism.
of course.
I mean,
they run out of
where-
it, and they have to start having people purchase and build outside of the city. Of
Oh,
course, all of that. Is,
We found our way around that already. We all kind of have passes to the city because we solved their their long night problem.
You mean you solved the day-night problem of the forges?
Yes.
Well, guess I don't have to solve that job.
Coincidentally, this is the second time Pippin has died, I put in quotations, died in the last 24 hours.
Your friend seems quite accident-prone.
Yes, he is.
Okay, first time he jumped into a portal that a dragon went through thinking that he was going to do an interplanar fight. He got swallowed into the portal and, another friend that we had at the time, she was a dragonborn. She sacrificed herself so we could keep Pippin, and then Pippin got returned to us, and she is now in that realm with the dragon. We don't know what's going on beside that.
Your dragonborn friend made a noble sacrifice. I have great respect for that friend. This
Obviously,
Pippin, friend of
Wasn't
yours,
a worthy sacrifice.
deserves to be smacked for
he
putting
got thrown
such
into
a
a
noble
throne.
sacrifice and tossing it out the fucking window. To lose
Oh, no.
a friend for you.
Oh, don't worry. When he came back, I threw him into the throne that was sitting right out by where he came out of.
Evidently, he didn't learn anything.
No,
Ew.
if Pippin ever learned anything, I'd be amazed. And hell, he's a wanted criminal, if I remember right.
He murdered a
I'm
bunch of people.
Okay, remember. Let's go back to where I said I don't want to know more about you all.
I'm just letting you know whose
Fair.
soul you're helping us get back. I'm letting you make an informed decision here on who he is as a person.
I am not helping you for you. It's that fucking deck that I'm doing it for. When I help
If it means
you,
anything-
I am taking that deck.
Pippin has his goodness in his own right. Like, he literally saw.
You got out.
Pippin stopped a serial killer. If it means anything.
Help.
So,
Stop
so
with
he
serial
has
killers.
his moments.
I don't think
Okay.
our new friend here needs to know what he has. all done.
We could
it's
go
not a
through
matter
the whole
of
list.
people's sins and lack thereof. I am taking that deck once your friend's soul is returned.
Because you
Then
want to
can
use it
help me
also.
guard it from the others.
No, I will never use that deck.
No, I didn't say you could use it. You could help me guard it away
No.
from it.
I will be taking that deck. It will never be used again.
That's gonna be a problem because Aranor
Never say never.
he'll use one, then I'll use one.
I never said I was going to use one, Scully.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. You thought I
Yes,
was going
you
to use
did.
one. I'm not using one.
Yeah, you said you'll use one, then I'll use one.
I have never declared if I would ever draw a card from it. So I don't have to draw a card.
Dude, you drew the exact same thing that the did. You say one thing,
drawn
you
nothing.
see. Why did you pay
And I
like
have not
20 gold for it?
declared to draw. I paid
Not only
0.
did you.
Pippin paid for it, ran outside with it after being told to go outside, and then he became a vegetable.
Where is Pippin's platinum?
Reckless.
Where's
And no, you were
Pippin's
not turning
platinum?
him into adventurer's jerky either.
Look,
I'm not. even
cannibalism
going to
is not
ask.
a problem.
Just
Dire-
good idea. Just don't.
Oh, good God.
Hey,
Never
Which
mind.
reminds
I'm
me.
starting to understand why you fish with them.
Yep.
Yeah, those two are rather a handful.
Reckless idiots.
hmm
That too. How many times did you try and cast Fireball at the fire stuff that we were fighting?
I say about
Twice.
twice.
And how many times did you cast Fireball at our own party?
At the very least once. Not for the lack of trying.
Hutar's gonna turn to the elder wizard and be like, I'm sorry if we are holding you up.
Well,
We would be
I thought we were
honored to
talking
join
while
you.
walking.
I thought we were having a good conversation here. And I was going to,
But yeah, I would be
Have
grateful for
food.
you setting this up.
I wanted to, all of us have,
And if we have to pay anything, we're paying it out of Pippin's pocket.
we could also have to make you guys a very
Kind
nice
of his own
meal.
fault.
A very nice meal.
No, do not eat anything the wizard. Do not eat anything Scully feeds you.
Don't worry. It's hallucinogenic.
Is that a glowing mushroom?
Yes.
Is it bad that I'm almost intrigued?
No,
Made
it
him
was
high
good
as fuck
times.
and is why he cast Fireball on the party.
You know what? Yeah, give me that. I'm gonna take and eat that mushroom.
Go for it.
Alright. Done.
Cause Kutar needs something to help him with his past demons, and so he genuinely is like, he's so laid back right now that he's just gonna be like chill and stuff. He's gonna just be walking pretty much quiet the entire time.
Don't
Make
worry,
me
I
a
understand.
Constitution saving throw. It's not going to be real hard, but just make me a Constitution saving throw for the mushrooms.
The fuck
18.
are those stats?
Perfect. Yeah, you are. It just takes the edge off just right, and doesn't seem to have anything too bad on the downsides.
Eh.
But yeah,
All right.
you're following the illustrious Dr. Hopkins down the waterways for a while, and then he at one of the branches of the river says, "Well, it's this way to my house. If you'd like to follow me."
On it.
And
Alrighty.
And Lena has just been kind of walking along, head kind of down, arms in, shoulders slumped. She hasn't said a word this entire time. And you continue walking.
I'm gonna try
Anyway.
and talk to her and be like, "Dear lady, are we making you uncomfortable? If so, I apologize."
She kind of looks up at you, her eyes. I wouldn't say they're wide, but like, she's still young enough. You as a human would know this. She's about 10. She's young enough where she hasn't grown into her, like, into her age yet, but she's old enough where her eyes aren't, like, giant for her head anymore.
Okay.
And she just looks up at you, kind of gestures, points at her mouth, and then just, like, tries to emote from fists at her throat to open hands outward. And then she just shakes her head.
I see. I am sorry I have not had the opportunity to hear your lovely voice. For reference, just so everybody knows, because I forgot to mention this earlier, Kutar is probably in his mid to late 30s. So.
Aren't we all in our mid to late 30s except for Aaron?
Pippin was 22, or Pippin was like 24.
Jesus fucking Christ, why is everyone so goddamn young? Even Aranor's like 20. In elven years, that is.
I am.
Aranor's older. He's an elf.
He's like 80 years old, but in elven years, he's like 20.
Something like
They
that.
are 124 years old.
I was gonna
See?
say, coming of age for an elf is like 100.
Fucking crack addicts.
As we're walking, I'm gonna go. So, Kutar.
Yes.
So, do you have an aversion to all magic, or do you have something specific against the deck of many things?
Well, necromancy.
You shut up. We didn't ask for your input on this one.
Oh, well, you're not wrong.
It's complicated.
I'm not gonna ask you to get into it.
But I definitely have an aversion to the deck of many things, if that's what you would like to call it.
I don't blame you on that, considering the consequences under which we met. I am not going to say he was the smartest person, but he was a good ally.
From my understanding, he yet lives, so why are we speaking about him as if he is dead?
There's only a 30% chance we can actually revive him.
There's more than that. We just have to find the body. No, not the
Right,
body,
the soul.
Soul. We have the body. I only gotta pull it out for air every once in a while. He's brain dead, basically, so.
And you haven't set him up with someone for an extended period of time? Instead, you keep him in a bag of holding and take his head out every hour?
It's his own bag of
By the
holding,
way,
funny enough.
has been sneaking peeks at Pippin every time he's pulled out of the bag, and is just. At first, she was horrified, and now she's just like looking on in curiosity.
I mean, it's his
As you
own
guys
bag
are
of
having this
holding.
conversation.
So, that's why I keep him with his stuff.
I find that honorable and commendable, but could you not, I don't know, figure something out for him to not be drug around by you for the next gods know how long?
I honestly don't know where we'd put him up. Because then we have to remember where we left him, and
That
I'm
is
not
fair,
going
I
to
suppose.
not pay the guy that would take care of him.
That
Because
is
I
he
wouldn't
fair.
has
pay
to
him.
take care of him.
I mean,
You
I
don't
wouldn't.
have much money, Scully. Your cat.
It keeps disappearing! I'd have a bunch, but then it goes away!
I'm sorry, your cat does what?
Cat?
Where is your cat?
I don't know. He disappears every once in a while. That's what I saw. He was in the rafters, and he got really.
You know what? I don't think I. Again, this comes back to not needing to know.
Trust me, it's better off not knowing much about Scully.
Not that there's much to
'Cause
know.
in all
'cause
reality, Scully doesn't know much about Scully, from what I know.
I had a couple dreams, but then I forgot what those dreams were.
In fact, his name is not legally Scully, but he doesn't know what his name legally is.
Well, that is reassuring.
Really? Thank you.
He doesn't remember much after waking up in that library.
What library?
The library where you read the necromancy books and thought you had to
It
become an
wasn't
evil
a
girl.
library. Some girl in a village, bunch of books, and they were really good.
That's right, they were books
all
about
the
romance, not necromancy. You decided to become a necromancer because of romance books.
Yeah, they were really good books. Also, my only issue was
In his
weren't
defense,
enough.
I have heard of worse reasons to take up magic.
Fair.
there was a guy who.
World domination, so on and so forth.
God, that sounds so boring. That is like the most boringest reason to want to take over the world. I remember this one time a guy
Yeah.
took up necromancy because he wanted have sleepy times with ghosts. Not actually the dead bodies, but to make them into ghosts. Then to have sleepy times with the ghosts. That was weird.
I'm not a fan of kink shaming, if I should be honest, but
He
I can
killed people.
understand one's aversion. Oh.
He killed
that,
them to turn it into ghosts.
That's horrific. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would he do such a thing?
I don't know.
I'm speechless. I don't know how to process this. And Kutar just kind of is like got his hands like around his head, and he's just like, I don't understand. Like you hear him mumbling to himself, being like, why would you do something like that? I don't understand. It's so wrong. It's why? And you just hear him having like some kind of midlife crisis over there.
Yeah.
Scully, I think you broke our new friend.
If it means anything, he was killed. Disadventures. He's dead. He's also dead.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I ask if you have an aversion to magic is there's a lot of magic here. The only person that was here that didn't have magic was Pippin, honestly.
Now he's
Yeah,
just a little magic
I don't
coma guy.
It's complicated.
I just wanted to make sure, because
My
surprisingly enough, the
relationship-
barbarian knows one spell.
My relationship with magic is complicated, and I will leave it at that.
I don't expect anything more, considering this is a temporary thing to the deck. And by the way, if you are getting the deck, it's going to be outside of sight of that one. I point at Joda.
I will do what I must to
Also,
ensure
you just let him have what he
procuring
wants.
the deck.
I enter sneak.
What's your stealth?
I'm
Just a heads up. Passive. You have to roll a 20 or higher, or a total of 20 or higher.
I don't think it was
Okay.
a problem for him.
24.
All right, Pippin, let's see it.
I'm not Pippin.
Or, sorry. Borden.
Because that was my passive, was 19.
Yeah.
Alright. I do not see him.
Okay.
So you're wondering who he's pointing at?
Figures, he disappeared.
Gordon, after Joda disappears, Lena just like takes a couple steps over and just like tugs at your arm, gestures to where Joda used to be, and then just has her arms out like, what happened?
The deck in question that is made for Pippin, I believe his name was, is the elf and I were discussing. I believe his name is Eleanor. Anyway, we were discussing the deck and my future procuring of the deck, and I do not believe that individual is a fan of me taking it. So, to my best guess, trying to not let us know when they are around. But I'm not as familiar with this group as I might have been if I had been with this group longer. So, unfortunately, I cannot tell you for certain.
She sort of taps a couple of her fingers on her head twice to show she understands.
By the way, Joda is actually new to the party as well, so we don't know much about Joda ourselves.
I wish I could say that was refreshing.
So the only people I know here well enough are Herodar, our barbarian friend, and
the one who fishes
sadly,
with people.
Yep.
yes, and Scully.
The necromancer. And your vegetable in the bag of holding.
Yes. I am honestly not surprised by that. That he became vegetable.
Alright then. I'm gonna turn to the older wizard and ask him, how long would we expect for this meeting to be set up?
Wait, as I said it, excuse me, while I take a sip from my water skin.
Well, you take a poop.
Yes, the meeting itself shouldn't take long. I should be able to set it up in less than a day from when we make it to my house. It is a ways off still, and we may have to camp for the night along the river here. But we should reach my house tomorrow.
Understood. I am gonna quick cast Divine Sense. Or use Divine Sense. So I can use 3 of them per long rest. Basically, as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hallowed spell or known to the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet. This is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 3 times per long rest. So I'm just going to use one of them right now. Basically as a way to detect good and evil and celestials and fiends and undead and such. Within 60 feet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what all that does for the people around you. Like, would everyone around you have to tell you what their alignment is?
No, you would, you or they could just tell me whether it's good, evil, or if they're like celestials, undead, or.
So he sees a celestial
fiends.
bird.
Yes. I know the
He's
bird
a
is a
fiend
celestial.
cat.
I know the cat is a fiend.
He
I know
sees
there's
the
a skeleton that's undead. And then I would just get an idea of whether basically it's the two wizard, the wizard and the apprentice. But I can
Does the
because-
object in my bag light up by chance?
actually, yeah, I would also kind of probably have a good idea of whether that is celestial fiend undead. I would know its location if it's a celestial fiend or undead, and I would be able to detect good and evil from it.
What's
So
my
if it's
alignment?
neutral, I won't get anything from it.
Okay, just looking through the description of Divine Sense, it says nothing about about humanoids.
Well, as an
So you
action, you
wouldn't
can detect good and evil. Tell-
Yeah, I clicked on it and it says it doesn't say anything about good and evil from people. It says the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or deconsecrated, as with the hollow spell. So it's more territory that's been hollowed or de-hollowed.
Right, I would also know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. Funny enough,
Yes.
there's one of each within 60 feet. Most likely.
Well, yes. Well, unless Morag is just flying high, and getting some.
He's not flying too far.
Yeah. But in general, there doesn't seem to be anything really other than those three around that would match that description.
Probably
And this
best he doesn't know
lasts
about people.
for one action.
That was one action, yeah. One of
Yeah,
my
alright.
three times per long rest.
Yep. Got it. Well, it is getting a bit dark. If we would all like to camp for the night, Lena, get the tent ready and the fire, of course. Lena's just does a bow and moves off into the forest. And yes, camping for the night would be good. Then we can rest up and get to it in the morning.
Sounds
agree.
good.
Sounds good.
All right. At this time, you guys can take another long rest. If there's anything in particular you would like to do, just let me know.
Didn't anything for me, but why not?
I get a divine sense back.
Yeah.
If
And
I
then,
decide not to take a long rest and just stay awake the entire time, will that actually affect?
You don't have to sleep during a long rest.
I
You just have to
breathe the
do
entire
some.
time?
You just can't do anything strenuous. Like you can forage for food and get firewood, things like that, and that all counts as within the long rest parameters.
Can I like read the entire time? Will I get like super abilities eventually if I read enough books?
I am going to attempt.
When you get to life.
I'm going to attempt to make the holy hand grenade for Jonah using the materials Yoda bought for me.
All right. I appreciate that. I have one question.
Yes.
With this this is not for the DM.
Okay.
If we're using explosives, should we put, and it's gonna be a poison based, should we put needles in there that go everywhere?
I was thinking poison gas, not like liquid poison.
I mean, we can have both versions.
Fair.
One that deals damage and inflicts it right into the bloodstream.
Wouldn't the shrapnel from the grenade count as that?
What?
Wouldn't the shrapnel from the grenade count as that? Because right
yes
now the
and
ones
no.
that you're doing are glass, but the glass is going to fraction away that's sharp, so it's going to cut whatever it hits. Same with iron when we get to the actual one. So it's going to cut whatever is near. But it does happen to include us though. In theory, we do not throw it with us around.
Even if we use the wand of ice ball to place in front of us, we are shielded.
Okay, I get charges back daily. Okay, good. But yeah. So, what kind of role would you say that would be, Kyle?
To make the
Yes.
bomb?
To
That would
attempt
be a
to
religion check.
Can I assist him?
He's the
Make
one
me a
using the
religion
religion
check.
stuff.
This is
what
a
are we-
holy hand grenade.
Question.
Yes.
Is he? It's more for him, I guess. Are you doing this out in the open?
Maybe not right in the camp, but like a little ways.
Oh, okay. I
Maybe
want you. I
20
want
feet
you
from
to.
the camp.
I want you to do like a freaking check to hide it, just for my passive perception, because I'm genuinely inherently wary of much magical stuff, and so I'm like, if I was to notice you disappear, I understand I have some issues in my background, so I need you to do a check.
I got 22.
If it's stealth, I
Not
also
you.
have.
No, you can do it stealth. You can do it any deception. You can do whatever you want to hide it from me, basically.
I might as well do stealth because I have advantage.
That's what I did. Well, not advantage, but
I've got 21.
Okay, then you got it. Because I'm just doing it based off of my passive perception. Because it's like because if I had noticed it, I might have said something, and maybe gotten involved, but I don't notice it. So because honestly, I'm kind of just going around and like scouting and keeping, like I'm basically just standing watch the entire night. Like over the next 8 hours, I'm just hanging out and basically standing guard. I don't really sleep this night.
So
Well,
if it's
because of that,
religion,
you would
for us, I
then
rolled.
be the only person to notice that Lena snuck out of camp.
Do I know where she went roughly?
You could follow her. Yeah.
Kyle-
I'm going to go from a distance, but I'd like to kind of check things out. I want to make sure she's not getting herself into danger.
Okay.
Kyle, if
Like
if
if it
all
looks
that.
like I need to say this, like, you know, because if it's like, for instance, if she's gone off to the woods to go to the restroom or something like that, I wouldn't bother with it. But like, I don't want to get into too close. I want to stay quite a ways away.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Kyle,
kind of
if I instead
role-
of reading, am I capable of practicing necromancy, like actually like practice or training with it, or what would that do?
You what?
If I like practice my necromancy or train necromancy, how would that affect me?
I mean, for wizards, I believe it's called studying.
I would allow you to study your skeleton, who's going to need it. Well, no, he won't. He won't need another re-up until like midday tomorrow. So you have a bit of time on him. I let you study your skeleton for like necromantic purposes. Yeah.
Like, what would that do?
It would increase your knowledge of the human anatomy.
I mean, I do
That
have
sort of
some
thing.
medicine, so I guess that would help me role-playing wise.
Excuse me?
Role-playing wise, it
He's
would help
hoping
me.
for like actual character abilities and such.
Yeah, or passives. But it would help me role-play wise.
Roll me a d20.
14.
Dr. Hopkins stops by while you're studying up on your books and your skeleton. I see you're a connoisseur, shall we say, of the undead arts.
Yes. I'm very happy he said it that way, and rather necromancer rather than necromancer.
So good at
Okay.
bring back to life.
Never forget.
By the way,
there
Pippin's
is
just laying in the camp. I'm not carrying him around once we stop for a night and such.
Mm-hmm.
Never
Well, you
forget.
see,
There's a difference in necromancy and necromancy. One, it's all about the romance. The other is about the man's. Please continue.
I'm not entirely sure I understand what you mean by that, but I'm glad at least you understand the difference.
Yes.
I personally focus a bit more on summoning, bringing extra hands in to assist when needed.
I understand. My only problem is that it takes concentration rather than having a permanent summon. You get slapped once and it disappear.
Yes, I understand. Concentrating on your spells is a very vital and imperative thing. You must learn how to do. Right? It's something that every wizard struggles with from time to time.
I know I did. I was having good times, and then I got slapped. I lost my goddamn my summoned skeleton. It was horrible. It ruined everything for me.
Oh, I understand that feeling completely. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of a summoning myself, and then Lena will knock at the door for tea, and that'll break my concentration completely. I have to start the whole ritual over again after tea. It's a bit awkward with the person who just discussing things with you. If you understand what I mean, right?
Yes, exactly. And then you only have so many use a spell a day, and then you have to recast it. Like I only have to.
Exactly. You understand what I mean.
It's a hassle.
Great. You understand. Yeah.
I'm just happy someone can at least listen to the words I say and actually understand, rather than go ooh, and then they freak out and start jumping around or be really racist. Good times.
It's always good to find someone that you can relate to. Someone that really gets who you are and the struggles you deal with on a daily basis. It's quite
Legit. This is good. This is good feeling. This is good for my character's mental well-being.
Herodar,
You just lost your
anything
closest
in
friend
particular?
to a vegetable, so honestly, you probably needed something like this.
Herodar, anything in particular you'd like to do?
Not really.
Okay.
A whole lot.
Okay.
How about
Aranor
the roll for
and
us?
Shoda.
Technically, I'm building. He's doing the religion part.
Yes, but this is, at its core, a holy hand grenade, making it a religious item that you are attempting to craft.
He's saying it could be more powerful if it has someone who's actually into
Well, I
the
did roll
religion
a
specific.
17 in religion when I rolled.
Okay.
And mine was 15.
You guys are rolling really well.
I know. I was good. I don't think I got
Yeah.
anything less than 10 today.
All right, you guys make some decent progress. Like, there's still some setbacks. Like, you were able to fix or sort out what a couple of the unknown parts were, but there's still a couple that you're not sure about. There's something going on with the trigger mechanism. Like, every time you go for like a timer design, it's always off by like 3 to 5 seconds, and then and anything that you go for impact just doesn't go off. It's really odd, but for the most part, when it works, it works.
I
Good
would
to
like
know.
to close my eyes, clasp my hands, and pray for another divine vision for the divine teachings of my goddess.
The snake from Conan the Barbarian, the snake guy.
I will say,
You're
Kyle,
sorry. The number you are trying to reach is unavailable at the moment. Please try again in 7 days.
Kyle, I will say we are probably making a bit of noise when we test some of these because there are actual explosions, so we might be disturbing the peace.
Just a bit, but you guys are in the middle of the woods. The only piece you'll be disturbing is the traveling companions with you.
So now I'm aware of it.
Now you're aware of it. As soon
After
as the
I
first one
find
goes
out
off, you're aware of
what
it.
Lena's.
And then, like, somewhere around iteration 4 and 5, you notice Lena sneaking off into the woods.
Pippin hears explosions over by.
Pippin
Who's
is
Pippin?
in a bag of holding.
Pippin's probably hearing it. Pippin just no. Pippin's laying on the ground in the camp. Pippin's probably hearing it.
Pippin doesn't
He has a
understand
random,
what a
he has a
sound
random
is right now.
freaking NPC out there who is his enemy, who nobody knows of, and you just leave him in camp unattended. Great fucking idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Heridar's with him.
Heridar's asleep, you goddamn son of a bitch.
Heridar's asleep.
Can be.
So,
I left him
follow
with Heridar.
Lena. What would you like me to roll?
Keep an eye on
Are you trying to be
Yeah.
quiet?
Okay.
I guess. It's not necessarily my intention. It's more of a trying to protect her. So it's more of like staying far enough back that if if something happens, I'm close enough to be able to get to help her. But again, there's a chance that she's going off to the restroom. I'm not trying to get involved in that. That's really awkward.
Okay.
So I'll let you decide what I roll. It can still be stealth. I will roll at a disadvantage and stealth.
Roll me a survival check.
Survival. I'm good at that.
What aren't you good at?
Nothing. Stealth I have a +2 at. I just get disadvantage due to my armor. Modified 8.
The stat roll that Cole got is insane.
Yeah,
It
no,
is
I'm
insane.
looking at her right now.
Dude, do
17,
you see my level?
14,
The-
18, 17, 17, 15.
The best part, when I hit level 4, I didn't do any stat improvements. Instead, I took proficiencies in specific things. So basically, I could have been an 18 and 2 more things, but instead, I decided to say fuck it and become better at other things.
I mean,
That is
I
understandable.
checked.
Yeah,
I
modified
checked,
8.
and there is only one set of rolls for this character.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fucking wild.
So you rolled an 8 or an 18?
8. Modified 8. It was a 2.
You're good at roll 2. And you don't have
So
luck
you
points.
guys were a little bit too far away for your liking for trying to keep her safe, but eventually you get to a point in the woods where you're just like, alright, this is way too far out for someone to just be going to the bathroom.
She's a
And
werewolf.
then you hear a crunching sound.
Divine
And
sense.
a crunch. And a crunch.
Divine sense. 100% using divine sense here.
You are picking up. You're picking up a consecrated grounds area, like about 15 by 15 feet, just at the edge of your vision, but it's not in the direction you're hearing stuff.
Consecrated ground is in like graveyard, burial site.
Yes.
Okay.
As in dead bodies?
And I'm not picking up
Fuck.
eventually. As
No.
in, and so like the crunching wouldn't be celestial, infernal, or undead then.
No.
Okay.
If you want, you can roll me another survival check for this.
I think I will. Alright, Bailey, you gotta move. Oh, for God's sake, it came off the fucking thing. 12.
So the sound isn't as much of a crunch as you first thought. It's more of the sound of when something hits bark, and like the bark is really loose on the tree.
Like climbing.
That sort of like clacking, crunching sound.
I'm gonna get just a little farther away, not much, like maybe like 10 feet away. And just kind of wait a while, and when I stop hearing it, start heading back. Because I'm honestly, my assumption is she's climbing trees.
It's just this rhythmic crunch, crunch, crunch. And it goes on for...
Never mind then. I am going to, it being more rhythmic, I'm gonna head towards it. I know it's not infernal or celestial or undead.
It takes you a little bit of time to just like cautiously pick your way forward. But by the time you get close enough to actually see what's going on, the crunching has stopped for a couple of seconds. And then you get to a spot where you can peer around a tree. And just ahead, barely inside the moonlight, is Lena with her head down, her arms at her sides, and something is dripping off of both her knuckles, like her hands, and her face. As you sort
What's
of
the
lean
moon
a
look
little
like?
bit further around
What
the
does
tree,
the moon look like?
the moon right now, it's not full if that's what you're looking for.
What phase is it in?
It's waxing, so it's getting bigger every night. Or full. As you sort of like lean a little bit further around the tree you're behind, you can see a tree trunk directly in front of her that has just like pieces of bark missing, others that are askew, and then like chunks of it that have come off and are just on the ground in front of the tree trunk between her and it.
So I have a spell called Calm Emotions. Second level spell. You attempt to surpass strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered at the point you choose within the range must make a charisma saving throw. Creature can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. Creature fails the saving throw, choose one of the following two effects. You suppress any effects causing a target to be charmed or frightened. When the spell ends, any suppressed effects. Actively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice. Never mind, I'm not going to do that. Gosh. I guess I'm going to walk up kind of quietly. Like, I'm not using stealth, so like I'm as quietly as I relatively can be without actively trying to be stealthy. And then,
well, you are
come
wearing
up,
armor.
Yeah, exactly. And use lay on hands.
You hear the sniffling before you can actually discern what's coming off of her face as tears, and she starts a bit when she sees you and goes back to just standing there. She eventually, before you get there, picks up her hands and looks at them, turns them over, and you can see in the moonlight the scabbed knuckles and the blood coming off of them. And then she just weakly puts her hand out and barely manages to touch her knuckles to the bark on the tree. And then her hands drop.
Yeah, I'm using lay on hands.
It's only going to cost you 1 point of lay on hands for this. But, like, she sort of shudders, and, like, you can tell when you touch her she's shivering or shaking ever so slightly as you heal the scabs on her knuckles and close them up. She sort of does her best to not look at you, turns her head away, but she doesn't pull away from you.
It's alright. I get pretty angry sometimes too. And I'm gonna act as if, like, not that nothing happened, but like, that it wasn't a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just kind of nod in the direction of camp and kind of wait for her to come along.
She sort of does a slight nod and then begins to walk with you.
Somebody's throwing fucking grenades.
Boom, boom, boom in the distance.
What if we were to mix the oil from the lamp with the match head and turn it into like a thick tar-like paste?
What are we gonna add? What are we gonna use as the solvent for?
As the solvent?
Yes, the solvent. For
The solvent. The salute.
To make it a paste.
What if we were to freeze it? Well, and theoretically,
No.
make the
To
paste.
make
Hold
the
on.
paste out of that, we need some sort of liquid to add to it.
You use the oil and the crushed up matches. You crush
Yeah,
up the
hit it
matches, you put a little bit of the oil into it, and you're essentially grinding them up until it turns into a paste. Once the paste starts to dry out, it'll dry out around the location we're talking about.
In all reality, the match heads are just phosphorus. We just want to
Yeah.
make sure that we don't set them off while we're mixing. So we need a smooth surface that they can't strike against.
Smooth surface that they can't strike against.
To do the mix. Because if we do it in a normal mortar and pestle, each one's going to combust immediately.
What if we were to cool them down first?
But we need some kind of container to do this in that they won't light. That is the main thing. Do you have something like that we can do that? Something nice and smooth. That we also will not damage when we do it.
Well, to find something smooth enough to do that is a very difficult order, I guess.
Right. That's going to be the issue. We need... And glass works, yes. We've kind of used up most of our glass on the previous experiments.
Oh, by the way, everyone, it's February 4th. It's my birthday!
Happy birthday, Anthony.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Anyways,
Don't
Is it your character's birthday too?
I have no idea what his birthday is. Also, whose birthday is February? Is it Murray?
Yep.
He sure is.
Happy prelude to the birthday.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Ah, it's good stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I was born on my mom's 16th birthday, 5 days before my dad's 17th.
I was born when my parents were sometime in their 30s.
I was born a long time ago at a very young age.
yes. Anyways,
See, but my mom is young enough that she plays Magic the Gathering.
That is frightening. Does that mean
What?
I'm old enough to be your father?
I'm 22.
no, you are not.
I'm actually 23. My mom is 39.
Anthony, you would have been 8.
Give me a spade and I'll give you...
I'm 32 today.
Not impossible,
No, you haven't-
just very hard.
That's right, you were 31, now you're 32. You would have been 10. Still no.
Alright, I can't disagree with that. God damn it. I'm trying to, but it would be very plausible. I'm certain you can like pump enough steroids or chemical changes, but I think it's not even worth talking about. Sad.
Anyways,
what if we were to magically mix the two?
how so?
Yes. How so?
Where the fuck did you come from?
You guys have been throwing grenades for a while.
That is fair.
Listen, I cannot inform you of our plans in which we are testing out right now. This is just the testing phase.
I will tell you, it's not magical; it's divine.
Yeah.
Do I see any of the components around that could give me a reason to do a religion check? Honestly, this is just as much a question for you two as it is for the DM.
Oh, we've got components lying around everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did their best to get away from camp so they wouldn't be like overt about all this, but once they found a spot, they just did whatever.
Okay.
Also,
we're spread out.
you notice that Lena has snuck around the clearing and is on her way back to camp already.
Okay. I'm gonna make a religion check. Modify to 18.
What are you looking for?
Basically, what kind of divine they're trying to deal with, and its intended purposes beyond potentially just an explosive. Because I'm starting to get that. Basically, I'm looking for the deity it may be associated with.
What sort of stand-in material have you guys been using for poison?
For poison?
Yeah, is it like a gaseous form, or is it more of a liquid?
More of a liquid.
Yes.
Okay.
More liquid.
So it would be a bit more overt that it would be something to do with poisons.
I still say chlorine or help the most.
Or some sort of at least somewhat harmful liquid. The mind just automatically goes to poison.
Fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
Or acid, but there's not that many acid deities.
Poison or acid. Well, don't keep everybody up. And I'm gonna turn and walk away. And I'm gonna go back to just kind of doing rounds.
Make sure Pippin's still alive.
Yes, carry on your way and mind your business.
It's not like he's not in water or anything, so you're good.
Yes, it would have been fine if he still had a ring of water walking,
But yeah.
The total just like, I'm gonna ignore that was said.
I mean, Pippin will get it back if we get his soul back.
Anyways.
It'll
But yeah. So I'm gonna use most of this a good portion of this long rest minus the meditation part just for testing these, what we can, to make it better, to refine.
Let's see. Can I do a performance check on my description of the expectation?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so part of what we're doing is like testing to improve, right? So part of it is we're going to be bouncing ideas off. I may not necessarily be the tinker, but could I give other insights that could help with the potential performance and or improvement of them?
You could try, yeah.
Okay.
Just note you're rolling against science.
17.
Okay. What sort of insights do you have for this?
Well, if we were to use the oil from the lamps for now, it would create a fireball until we are able to get to the point in which we are talking about for the poisons.
Similar to Alchemist's Fire.
What?
Similar to Alchemist's Fire.
Yeah. Except for it's oil, so it wouldn't be put out. And
Right.
in addition to that, too, the more they would try to put it out, the worse it would get because it would spread.
Exactly. That'd be a good temporary testing vehicle until we can actually get this done better.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt
agree.
to build one quick.
Okay.
Would that just be a survival? No. Kyle, I need a good skill for building shit.
Well, you are a artificer,
Right.
which means that it would basically work off of your intelligence modifier.
Ah, shit, this is the close one.
Nature, investigation,
That's not
history,
I would
nature.
say,
arcana.
I would say for crafting, like a straight up crafting check, it would be just your intelligence mod.
Alright, let's see what happens. 15.
Okay. So you don't quite nail what you were trying to put together the first time, but it's close enough you think you ought to try.
Alright, bombs away, literally.
Well, so far, I have one left.
Kyle, what happens with that one that I just threw?
That one had the oil and match.
Yes,
Wait, right?
basically an alchemist fire vial. Without quite being, 'cause it's not alchemy, well, alchemist fire oil inside. It's general oil, so it's going to burn. It's just not going to burn near as hot or near as well.
Roll me a d4 and don't roll a 1.
4.
Surprisingly, you do not set the forest on fire. The matches burn a lot slower with the oil, and something about the explosive part of it where it bursts still doesn't seem to be quite right.
Through the cold mist, till we're lifeless together.
Can I
You guys
tell
have
what was
been on
off of
this
these
for
schools?
You guys have been at this for several hours, and if at least one of you is planning on getting any sleep tonight, probably ought to head to it.
We'll pick this
Okay.
up next. Back to the camp, though.
Yeah.
As there's a fire burning behind us a little bit.
A little bit.
What they
Apparently it
don't
rained
see is that I
recently.
come from the woods and like stomp out the fire after they've kind of walked away because I'm doing the
Fair
round.
enough. I was gonna say that the forest was still wet enough from the last rain that it doesn't spread much. But that works too.
Just stomp on it. I'm a bit paranoid, so I genuinely am just like, okay, they're done throwing grenades. Stop. Done.
Alright. Well, I think we will call the session there. And we will pick it up next time at the end of this long rest.